Check 1 2. This is Socks. Lose Your Mind 2. Yeah, we good.
Yeah,
we sounding all right. Yeah, when I did it in one take.
Every week.
We're getting better at the intro.
It's a weird jingle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, everyone say hello.
Everybody say hello. Introduce yourselves. Or should I find as a host? I should probably introduce people.
Yeah,
Right? Okay.
okay.
Alex, say hi. Let's get used to everybody's voices.
Hi.
All right, Fahad, say hi.
Hey.
What you saying? Anton, say hi.
Am I loud enough here? Yeah.
No, it's like a rapper,
close.
bro.
I'll go come this way.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah,
It's
there
good.
it is. All right. Come on, Eli.
Yo, it's Eli.
You want to say hi, bro? Or you just want to acknowledge
it's
your
Tom.
presence? Yo, Tom is here. And he's
Shout
chilling.
Whole time
Nikki.
Tom.
He's chilling. Yeah, like, listen, man. Don't fucking pressure Tom, all right? We're just here, all right? Just leave Tom alone. Anyway, how you guys doing? How's everybody's week? How did they feel like the music you were listening to?
Sure. What am I listening to? More tobacco, I guess. Yeah, just more
fuck with that,
tobacco. Yeah. I've been listening to Super Moth Black.
Oh, Black Moth Super Rainbow.
Yeah.
What songs?
Black Moth Super Rainbow. So I've actually, they have a couple albums, like quite a few
Yeah,
that are
they
on
do.
YouTube. So you just find the full album.
Yeah.
Just listen to full albums.
That's sick,
I will
man.
say they're very similar.
To
and
tobacco, yeah.
Yeah, and they all of their albums kind of blend together, but it's really nice to listen to in the background.
Yeah, it is.
Because so I feel like I've listened to all of them. I
Yeah,
don't even
yeah.
remember their
You
names.
don't know.
It's all blended into one.
But you like it, yeah?
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's good. I
Why
love
have you
it.
been in a tobacco sort of mood, do you think?
Well,
Tobacco, just to explain what that is. Tobacco
yeah,
is a group
okay.
consisting of Aesop Rock and the...
No. Tobacco
It's
is
the
the one. I mean, Farhad's gonna fight check me right now, but Tobacco is the one guy, and Black Super Moth Rainbow is the group.
So Tobacco is one half of Black Moth Super Rainbow.
Right.
So it's him and a girl called the Seven Fields of Aphelion.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
What a
So
crazy name, right?
Yeah, I was on the Wikipedia page. I see the shit.
Yeah.
I don't even.
So
and some other crazy.
that's why the music sounds so similar, because like he does a lot of the production, pretty much all the production for them.
Yeah.
And she does like the vocals.
Right.
Yeah.
The texture on all of his
Nuts.
work is you can feel it. It feels fucking
It feels
weird.
fuzzy as hell,
Yeah, it
right?
feels fuzzy. He's the type of dude who probably has like 15 pedals all plugged into each other, and he just like fucks around with it all day. But I really respect it. So it's kind of samey, but I love the style. So
Yeah, man.
it works for me.
Sick.
What are you saying? What are you listening to?
This week, I mean, besides from like the usual house and techno, I've been listening to. I kind of took a trip down memory lane. I've been listening to a lot of like 2015 SoundCloud bangers.
Okay.
So like Fawny, Old School Carti, Old School Uzi, Uno.
Old School Carti goes crazy.
Oh man, like
Yeah.
I'm a Carti stan.
Like
I'm
Old School Records era.
Yes, all for records era. Exactly. But nah, man, I've been having a lot of fun. Honestly, yeah. There's some slaps. I forgot. Then one thing, like you haven't listened to a song in a while, you're like, oh shit, I forgot how hard this shit goes.
Yeah.
Let's give Mercedes a listen.
Sorry,
Mercedes.
Mercedes Carti. I've probably heard it. I need to hear it again.
Damn.
But I've been listening. What I've been listening to. Do you remember I got the pressed hose with Slug Christ? Yeah. I've listened to that. I've been listening to Polaroid Pill, Wafani. What else? I've been listening to a lot of Carti. Remember the Booty Chain remix Carti did?
Nah.
That was a slap.
Damn, these all sound good from the name.
I got the pressed toes, like he sounds like spacey as hell. Like it sounds like you're just like floating on a cloud.
I like that. I like
The bass is so violent. Ooh, feels like you're being slapped.
Damn.
I love it. Hard, man. What you lot been listening to this week?
Yo, okay, so one
Right in the mic.
Yo, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Old School Uzi, like Scott and Ramona. I don't know, maybe it's because I love Scott Pilgrim, but that song just gets me going. But nah, I've been listening to is this Korean band Frenzy. If anyone knows like post rock, it's basically just like when you hear a guitar and it's just going and going and going. Just some mad Korean guys doing that shit.
Like loads of distortion, loads of delay and sort of that kind of thing, or
So I think this way. Imagine classical music and someone was just like, you know what, fuck it, I want to play guitar and be pissed off for a bit.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds good, man.
Yo, honestly, mate, people are missing out on this whole instrumental music vibe. Just
instrumental as well. The amount of people who I've played a song to this instrumental. Like, where's the lyrics?
Oh,
like,
this is boring. Yeah, the lyrics.
I'm like, bro, no. You've been missing the whole thing. Like, they weren't listening. They were like, they thought it was intro or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'll say to that?
Yeah.
If you really, really, really want words, go read a book. You can listen to music without words.
Or an audiobook. You have options, man.
Yo, are you sponsored?
I wish, man.
Sam, get this show some sponsors.
Yeah.
Pay us. By who? Audible.com.
Audible will sponsor a lot
Why
of
are you
stuff.
giving them free
They
sponsor?
do.
You're
They
giving them
sponsor a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you're right. We should be name dropping them
Yeah,
without.
we shouldn't be name dropping them without sponsorship. Yeah, but Audible's a good service. My fans should trust me first before we start offering our services. And
No,
they trust me
Windows
to offer
text to
good
speech
shit.
is also available.
Yeah, right.
See,
apparently, yeah. If that's the type of music you like.
See, this is what happens. The black community is not keeping money in its own pockets. You guys just giving shit out for free.
Shit.
Yeah, that's deeper than rap.
I'm more
Especially
conda
our
shaming you
millions
right
of views that we
Yeah.
have on the show. Yeah, it really just hurts me that we're losing money
need to
like
pattern
this.
up, man.
Sponsored by Blackable.
This is why I can't pay my rent. Here we are.
That's really bad joke. Yo, what you been listening to this week?
I've mostly been listening to like a PC music vibe. So a lot of Blade, a lot of Echo 2K, a lot of like.
Wait,
Crystal Castles.
explain what PC music is.
Okay, so PC music is like, I'm not really sure how to explain it, but it's like kind of like an EDM-y kind of vibe,
Oh, okay.
and it's very spacey. It sounds like drugs, pretty much. It sounds like drugs.
Very like imagine like a trap take on psychedelia. Are you familiar with the term?
Interesting.
Are you familiar with the term shoegaze?
Yeah.
Imagine a trap take on shoegaze.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
Would you say that some of the tobacco stuff might fall into shoegaze? 'Cause I think
It's
I would.
like it's not far from it. Yeah, I mean, like it's in the same avenue.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. So
But
this
yeah,
is like a trap version of that.
Yeah. Like Trash Star, like that vibe.
You like Goth Money, Black Cray?
No, I don't listen to Goth Money that much.
Oh, right,
But I think
right.
that's because like when they were coming up, they were kind of at the same time as GBC,
Right.
Goth Boy Clique,
Yeah.
and they kind of had beef. So like,
Oh, you didn't fuck with them?
I just like
I know the
sides.
ones. I know the
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
I know the ones.
No, was it like the Biggie Tupac of the
Yeah, of SoundCloud.
Yeah, right. Someone catch a body.
nah, it wasn't that deep.
No one ever catches a body on SoundCloud, which is good, I guess. You know, listen, man, human lives are valuable.
Yeah, I was gonna say X, but that wasn't even a. There was no
they just-
drama
they were
around
just
it. That was
robbing
just
him.
kind of
Well, if you believe that Drake did it,
No,
no,
I don't.
no, you don't
don't.
believe Drake has shooters
He's busy, man. He's
He's
just
busy.
looking at
with his
Kanye.
shooters.
Well, he's busy watching over his shoulder,
Sending all
bro.
them emojis. It's good being Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, so I heard
can
some
imagine.
people had beef. Actually, I did hear about some beef recently.
Okay, about
Chris
people.
Brown also.
There you
Let's
go.
go,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
do it,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
do it. I hate
This-
hip hop.
this
Let's do it. I love it.
Yeah. You know what the crazy thing about that beef is?
Beefs, yeah.
People really thought that Chris Brown would beat Offset in a fight.
You know what I mean?
Offset would,
Oh, that's
Offset
interesting.
would body him.
Chris Brown would definitely win. Chris Brown
No,
on stage. Chris Brown is, like,
No.
an athlete,
But like,
No.
maybe I think Chris Brown might be a little bit too pretty.
Athletically, exactly.
to
You get
knock
athletically
someone out.
messed up. Like it
This
doesn't matter.
this nigga landed on beat once, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he could definitely win a fight against Offset." Offset is on probation. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait,
Offset has been with the fuck
You
shit.
know what's hard though?
What?
He told him. Chris Brown told him.
Why are they
Come-
beefing?
come
Can we
fight-
explain this beef first for our audience?
Yeah,
that-
yeah,
including
yeah.
me. To be honest,
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know why they're beefing.
It kind of segues into one of the topics I thought we should talk
Yeah.
about
What are we
today.
talking about first?
Should we talk about the 21 Savage thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
That's what.
But
That's
can
how
I
it started.
wait? Can I just
Yeah,
say
you go,
right?
go,
He
go.
told him, "Come fight me," and he goes, "Send your address," and he goes, "Look it up on Google Maps. You know where I live." That's the hardest shit. You know in Iron Man where he says, "Come find me."
Yeah.
For real. Imagine telling the guy, "Yo, just Google me." Like,
Yeah, that's so fucking hard.
That's lit.
So I
Win
respect
that fight
him.
After that, shout out. to
Yeah, they're
Iron
not gonna
Man
fight though.
for
So.
not
No one's
securing
gonna
his house
fight,
after.
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm fucked up. He dropped the ball on that shit.
But that's the best movie, so I don't care. That's my
No, it's
favorite Marvel
not.
movie.
No, it's not.
It's my favorite.
Right.
But
We're
no,
just-
it's not. It's like what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. As in,
Someone paid you to say that. That can't be your genuine opinion.
are
really, I
sponsored
love
after
that
all.
movie. That movie
Uh-huh.
is the funniest. It's the best written. It's the movie. It's the Marvel movie that has a personality, and it's the Marvel movie by a director that I actually like.
This is Iron Man
that
3, by the way,
isn't
for everyone
Guardians of
who's
the
not
Galaxy.
likely then.
That isn't Guardians of the Galaxy. Edgar Wright would have made my favorite Marvel movie, but then
Yeah.
they fired him for being too creative. So shout out to Marvel, man. I respect you guys a lot.
Does anyone actually know the origin of the beef?
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically,
please go.
like everybody knows by now, 21 Savage has been arrested by ICE.
Right.
Right. So
That was real when I first saw it.
Yeah,
Some
me
real shit.
neither.
This is a meme.
Some real
Strange
shit, man.
times.
Yeah,
Really?
crazy. But yeah, so he's been arrested by ICE,
Yeah.
and So he was subject to a lot of memes and jokes and stuff.
21 Scallywags.
So I think Chris Brown was like kind of joking about the situation, and Offset was kind of offended by that because it is a sensitive situation to 21 Savage and the people around him.
Why is Chris Brown joking about this?
I don't know, but like that's where it started.
It's kind of funny.
It is funny.
But it's funny for us.
It's funny like on the surface.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, it's like, this kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's ridiculous on the surface because it's 21. Like everyone knows. You'd think everyone knows who he is.
Can I fact check this thing I checked? Is this the same thing that happened to MF Doom?
The thing is with MF Doom, like it was known that he was British.
Yeah,
it was known. With 21, like this isn't. No one knew about this.
So to have not known at all, and then he's like what?
You know what it is like? Because at first I was like, what the hell? Like he's British? What?
Yeah.
I was like, this makes no sense. Then this shit don't add up. Yeah, but
and then he really was British.
He is,
which is like another twist because I thought, okay, they've got it wrong.
Nah.
They can't. They couldn't have.
He's actually British, but I guess like he kept on the DL because like
for real,
he's staying here illegally.
Down low. Yo, his father was on the Breakfast Club. Can we mention this? His father is like a doctor. I don't know what type of doctor. I'm not gonna but like his father has been on the Breakfast Club talking to Angela Yee about like I think. Whatever medical problems when they were interviewing him. Yeah, and his father is like British.
Yeah.
And they know he's British.
And
he's clearly British. Like,
I don't know that.
Were they hiding this?
I don't know how you could be that famous and hide that.
This is what happened. Like Angela Yee literally went like, oh yeah, his father was on the show. Yeah. And then she's like, oh, are we supposed to say that out loud? Like, it's like, oh yeah, but that's the thing people know. Like, it was 21 Savage's dad. I was so shook, bro. This shit looked like a movie. And please, if I'm wrong, fact check me immediately. This shit looked like a movie when it unraveled in front of me. Like, yeah, what? His father's been on the Breakfast Club, so his father's famous for being a doctor.
I had no idea about. Oh, so completely separately of his son being 21 Savage.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's like a celebrity doctor. He like goes around.
So you know.
He does like YouTube.
Okay, thank God I'm not. I thought I was hallucinating.
Is he one of these ones who like promotes certain products and all that kind of shit? Or?
I'm not sure, but like I just read on Twitter about it. I know what he's talking about though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, he was born in he wasn't born in the. It's not like he didn't get the papers when he was born here. This nigga was born in the UK and raised there for 3 years.
Something like that. He lived there for like 13 years.
13 years. This guy should have a British goddamn accent, like something. Like this is weird.
But the thing is what? Because I was thinking this too. Yeah, I was like, this is so strange. But then I realized that obviously he came here illegally, right? His family came here illegally, so they wouldn't be trying to tell people, oh, by the way, I'm from England, or like let people know that they're from England because then they're gonna get deported.
His family came to England illegally, and then
no, they came to the US illegally.
Oh yeah. You said you forgot what you were.
Sorry, my bad.
So at 13, could you fake an Atlantan accent?
I couldn't personally, but like everybody's different.
Nah, man. When I was a kid, my
wait.
Such a weird question I had to ask.
Are you these people that have only had one accent in their life?
Yeah. I was gonna say. When I was a kid, my accent used to change. I used to hang out with certain people and just come home talking funny.
I'm sure my accent's not the same since I left Nigeria, but it's not. You can still hear the Nigerian in it. Like
exactly.
This guy does not sound British at all. There's no tint.
Let's also think about this. If your parents are sounding British, but your mates are sounding like Atlanta,
okay,
you're not just hanging out with your parents.
All my friends don't sound Nigerian. Some of them do.
Exactly. You're hanging out with Nigerian people. He ain't got no British people around him. Why is he sound British?
I guess
none at all.
And also, when you're 13, when you're 13, like that's an age where I don't know, like you're going through puberty and shit. I guess. So you're trying to, you feel like you're a teenager. Remember, like as being a teenager, it's hard to make friends and whatnot.
No, I don't know
So you're just trying to fit in. You don't want niggas to pick on you, especially when you're from the hood in Atlanta. You know. Yeah. So you're just trying to fit in. Also, Nehi just fact checked me. Shout out to Nehi, by the way. Apparently, he moved to US when he was 7, not 13.
Okay. I heard 3 for some reason.
Acceptable.
Thank you, Nehi. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah,
that's a legend.
At 7, I can see. You could say he's.
You
can change your accent completely.
To be fair, I spoke French until I was 8, so like I took like now I don't speak French at all. So it's totally like a feasible thing to do.
Mad.
Wow.
See, there you go. You don't sound French.
So what have we decided about 21 Savage then? It makes sense.
Free that nigga.
Yeah,
immediately,
bro.
Immediately.
What is happening? Like
apparently, as well, like not apparently. He started like doing charitable things and like stopped being a hood guy.
Be like a nice, like you can hear it in his music.
Yeah, he's actually like 21 Nice now. And
yeah, like there's an interview, and I have to shout out to Breakfast Club. I have to shout out the Dead End Hip Hop for bringing this. I wish I was the one that thought of this first. There is actually an interview, and I remembered when they said it, where 21 Savage is like, Amber Rose got him on drinking water.
I remember that
things. That is so real.
It is.
Like loving, like wow, niggas didn't used to drink water before this. Like that's the hoodest shit I've heard all my life.
He said she got him taking vitamins as well.
You know what I mean? That is adorable. And like, he was becoming like
that's how they get
guy.
you. The lesson is, the moral is, that's how they get you, bro.
With the water, right?
That's how you lower your guard. That's how you get arrested.
They put gay in the water. Is that what is happening?
I feel like they've been trying to get him for a while, right?
So do you know what happened? So basically, so apparently he was in a car, and he was pulled over, right? And when the cops pulled him over, allegedly he had a Glock on him with an extended clip. Right? Jesus. And he had a double cup full of unknown substance. So, but however, Nehi still fact checking me right now. He said that the lawyers, 21 Savage's lawyers, are saying the gun isn't his.
Okay.
I'm sure.
I don't know. We're gonna see. Jay-Z's hired a lawyer for him.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what happens.
Shout out to Jay-Z for
honestly,
the only one that didn't just post on Instagram.
I swear to God.
That is real.
I swear to God. That's a real.
This guy is a leader. Jay-Z is a goddamn leader. Immediately he's like, yo, get this guy a legal team. It's not mouth we used to help people out of life.
Nigga just post on Instagram.
Yeah. I used to be on Instagram. I was like, well, I didn't think about it that way. Well, now that they said free 21, I was gonna keep him, but since Instagram has dictated. Shout out to Jay-Z for being a real G. And man, I had to go out to 21. There's nothing we can really do. I can't afford a legal team.
I'll support it with you.
So they can do that.
They pull him over. They find the guy. They find the gun.
So okay, yeah.
The extended clip.
Also, do you know who Young Nudie is?
Yeah.
No, bro.
Young Nudie is his cousin, who's also a rapper. Right.
Okay.
So apparently, they pulled him over because they were investigating on Young Nudie. Right. And for whatever reason, they pulled him over. And then, so when they arrested him,
What did Young Nudie do?
They apparently have an ongoing investigation against him. He's also in prison right now. Free Young Nudie.
So what is it like? What did he do?
Oh, I don't know.
While driving.
Huh? I don't know.
While driving.
Black while driving.
Yeah,
I have no idea. But they've had an ongoing investigation with the Young Nudie. So they pulled him over, and the arrest is what triggered all the immigration or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This is not the first time he's been arrested.
Yes. Why now? Bizarre. It's bizarre.
I'm so glad you.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
In America, some counties, they're called sanctuary counties. So basically, if someone commits a crime, basically they're saying, if you're here illegally, we're not going to make it difficult for you. Like, we're not going to give you everything, but if you commit a crime, we'll just put you in jail.
Right.
We're not going to deport you.
Huh. And that's one of those places.
Well, there are a lot of them in Georgia. I haven't done the full research, but it's likely.
Right.
Huh. Think it helped that he immigrated from Britain?
Yeah, probably. It's better than
He's lucky they're like Iraq or something.
Yeah,
he was Iraq. They would have sent a nigga on the first
you
plane.
disagree?
I mean, like, first of all, he's black, so he's just going to look like every other black guy. It's easier to fit in. Like, if he's from Iraq, then I think it would have been harder to hide because, like, this is America.
True.
So, I think he was just another black guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. It's tragic.
Yeah, free him immediately.
And he seems to actually be getting his life together.
Yeah.
J. Cole's been praying for him and shit. But no, jokes aside.
For real, man. For real.
And the amount of money that he must bring into the country, and they're gonna arrest
and
him.
Even what he's been doing for the community.
And for the community. Yeah, all of these good things, man. All of these.
He did his own I think it was like a food drive. He called it It's a Drive, ironically. But he did that. He's giving back to the community. He's been a positive figure for a while now in the community, and now they want to arrest him. It's fucked up, man.
It is
really fucked up.
Well, let's pivot from that. What other news came out this week? Something else.
Hey,
Blueface got arrested.
So Blueface, did he get arrested? Damn, free that nigga.
Arrest watch.
Speaking of Blueface,
Go for it.
Blueface, baby.
we had the hottest track of the year drop this week. Do you know what track?
What the fuck?
Do you know what track?
Bust Down. No.
The Nicki Minaj Tatiana remix.
Yes. It does.
Opiana.
I was trying to figure out how you were gonna make this about Thotiana. I couldn't figure out.
Opiana.
I've not
But
heard that.
that shit's awful.
Yeah.
That shit was awful.
Yo, I don't even.
You like it?
I stand
You
by
like
that.
it?
I stand by that.
Oh, bro. Wait, hold on. You like it?
I think it goes hard.
Why?
You think it's the hardest track of the year?
Nah, I was capping.
No.
I
He
think,
thinks
like,
he agreed with you, bro.
Everything about like Tatiana is so crazy.
The thing is, because what people's criticism is, yeah. So basically, Nicki Minaj in the song, she's just like saying, she'll say a word and
She's
then
saying-
make it end in Iana.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
oh, I'm gonna kill my Pianas. Yeah, I got money Iana. Or some shit like
It
that.
just sounds like a ratchet anthem. Like it sounds like
Nah.
you would see like
Better ratchet anthems.
Like,
You
goes
know who
that
makes
shit.
good ratchet anthems? Rico Nasty.
She does.
Yeah.
That girl is insane. Her energy is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's on some Princess
Slaps.
Nokia shit. I appreciate it. I
Yeah.
hope she becomes famous.
But yo,
And she's
that
quite
Nicki Minaj,
attractive.
Boy, that wasn't it, man.
Yeah, right.
That was not
No,
it.
not
You guys need to check
Nicki,
out
Popiana. I've not heard it.
Piana.
Man, I don't want to see.
She's cold in big
Where do
corners.
we think? Where do we think Nicki is right now?
She's
Is
well
she?
past the
She
decline.
is
Well
still
past the
important.
Yeah, she's on life support, bro.
Yeah.
No, but she's in. But listen, man, there's a whole female demographic to hip hop, and not everybody's checking. For
Okay,
money.
no, yeah, I don't mean to say that she's on life support, like she's really about to fall off.
No,
but
but
she's
let's-
hit,
she's-
she's hit that
she's
like
well past her peak.
she's like
well
coasting
past.
on it.
This is the time where her style is starting to
declining.
pop off. People are using her style to pop off.
Nah,
Cuban Doll.
She's been overtaken like a while ago.
No, but
She's-
you know, I know what
When it comes to female rap, no one's really like.
She's like
riding for
she's
her,
an old
bro.
head of
Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
like
no one's
Exactly.
checking for her specifically anymore.
Right.
People are still checking for her style. Cuban
Like
Doll
what?
uses Nicki's style. What's her name? Bad Barbie uses.
What's
Nicki's
her
There's
style?
an aesthetic to it. There's a.
What's her
personality,
style?
There's the. I don't know how to explain it. It's please go if you can use words better than me. But
Okay,
Nicki
like,
has an aesthetic
first
that
of all,
these
yeah.
girls are taking.
First of all, Nicki's a say okay, nothing new. Like we got Lil Kim and all. You know how
Little
it is.
Kim was not
Foxy
Nicki's
Brown,
aesthetic.
plenty.
Foxy Brown was closer to Nicki's aesthetic, but not.
Okay,
Lil
what
right,
is
right.
it?
So what I'm trying to say is this: Nicki Minaj is the pinnacle in terms of sales, in terms of exposure, in terms of just being, yo, she's that bitch. Like, let's be real. They can say all they want, but at the end of the day, when they go to sleep, Nicki Minaj is making more money than them. People are listening to her songs
I agree.
more than them.
But she's on her way out.
She's still. It's like Kanye. It doesn't matter if you.
when has
Oh,
this
he's
ever
on
been
his
about
way
money,
out.
bro?
Let me-
Let me
Doesn't
finish
even
it.
like
Let me finish this.
Please, bro.
Nicki Minaj is entering that part of her career like Kanye's in, like J-Lo's in, like Jay-Z is in, where it doesn't matter if they're not the pinnacle anymore. They're still there, and you have to navigate around
I
them.
kind of see what he means.
I agree
Okay.
with you. I
Put
agree
that
with
way,
you.
you put that like very particularly, and that's
Yeah.
probably the only way I could agree with the.
And that's why Nicki Minaj is still the queen. So shut your mouth.
I see.
She's
I
not
don't,
the queen though.
I don't know, but I just bit my fucking mouth. Nah, see, I don't know about that.
Nah, I disagree. Like, I agree with you with what you just said, right? In the terms of, okay, she's still like, she's making money, she's still huge, right? However, when we're talking number one female rap right now, it's definitely not Nicki Minaj.
No,
Definitely not.
Wait, who you saying?
But-
Who you saying?
It's easily Cardi B.
Okay, here's a question. Cardi B has one album. Cardi B isn't established.
I know what you're saying. I
Has
know
Cardi
what point you're
B-
trying to say.
Cardi B can make a monster. Cardi B hasn't made a monster.
Right.
Cardi B can have a spaceship. Cardi B doesn't have a spaceship.
Right.
Yep.
Nicki Minaj has all that and more.
I agree
Do
with
you know who's in the same lane as
I
Nicki
don't.
Minaj?
Who?
Rihanna. Rihanna releases a rap album and she's actually got bars.
Yo,
in
no,
it.
Rihanna's in
Rihanna
leagues,
is
bro.
leagues above.
She's in
Nicki
like
Minaj.
Beyonce territory.
No, here's what I'm saying. Here's
no
what I'm
one's
saying.
in Beyonce territory.
But she's-
Yo, let's
Let me finish.
lines
Yo,
very clearly.
in terms of rapping, because Beyonce tried to step in, we all heard Everything Is Love. Well done, Beyonce. Please don't rap.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Rihanna, if she does it and she pulls it off.
She anyway, what, that one song, that
Yeah,
verse
like,
on
when
Lemon,
can-
right?
Where has Rihanna rapped like spit?
No,
no,
wow,
I'm
monster.
waiting for a rap.
She rapped
I'm not
on
saying she's doing
Lemon.
it.
She rapped on Lemon by
Like,
now.
pull up, no.
And
I
that
mean,
was
like
hard.
amazingly,
That was hard,
like
yeah.
a whole album of that.
But okay, let me tell you
I think
this.
she could do it.
I don't
Let me
think she
tell
could
you
do
this.
a whole
like,
rap album.
I agree with you.
think she
Yeah,
should do a whole
Nicki had that monster verse. Yeah,
That's a good
she's had
thing.
Starship. She's had all these huge hits with like David Guetta and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm talking right now. Who's on top right now? Female rap.
You can
Right
okay.
now.
Nikki's only on top because
not.
she's sitting on a
She's
bag
not.
of money.
That's not true. That's not
Fahad, can I illustrate the point he's trying to make?
I understand the point he's trying to make.
No, Nicki had a bad album release last year and
Right.
still was I think was almost as high as Cardi B's release. That was her bad
That is,
release.
I don't believe that.
Bro, she
I don't
came out
believe that
second
because
on the Billboard charts.
bro, are you forgetting
came out
like?
first?
Are you forgetting how huge Blood That Yellow was? Are you forgetting how huge I Like It was?
Okay,
Are you
yeah, I
forgetting
hear
about
that.
how
Are
huge
you
the songs
forgetting
were?
how huge Astro World was, which Nicki came second to?
You know what I mean? Like,
But like, what I'm talking female rap, yeah. Number one, female rap.
Even then, if we're just talking about the female rappers, Cardi B hasn't done what Nicki has done this
Right
year.
now.
I think
This
you're missing.
year?
You're
What are you talking
missing.
about?
the-
What are you
There's a
talking
difference
about?
between she had a better year and she's the better rapper right now.
You guys are
She had
missing.
a great year, but that was that.
You're missing the point. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about right now. I've said that right now.
That's what I mean.
And I disagree with you right now.
Right
No,
now.
you're saying who made more money right now.
No, I'm saying because Nicki's made more money, because I feel that Cardi B is not as good a rapper as Nicki, Nicki is on top.
Okay. So the money has something to do with it, innit?
I think they're both trash personally. But if I pull up the numbers, I promise you the numbers are in Cardi's favor. I promise you that.
And Cardi's out here doing like Pepsi commercials.
Bro,
He's doing-
yeah, big
it's not
moves.
even debatable at this point. Like right now, Cardi's on top of her.
Fair enough.
It's not even.
Fair enough.
That's my opinion.
I see
That's
where
my
you're coming
opinion.
from. You think Cardi B's trash?
I think they're both trash, bro.
I don't mind Cardi B. She has a Cardi B is. Really
I like her.
charismatic on
I like her, but like her
Yeah.
music, am I bumping that? Hell no.
Trash
I like
is strong.
finesse.
No.
Is that not Bruno Mars though?
Yeah, but Cardi B's
Nah,
on it
man.
and she
I ain't
makes that
bumping
remix.
no Cardi B.
Say it again? No.
I ain't bumping that.
I like it like that for the Latin American community. It's quite an important song.
Skip.
It's an important song for me. That shit's a banger.
It's alright. I don't listen to it personally, but it's not a.
I
bad
wish.
song.
Okay, I want someone like Rika Nasty.
Pitbull, she's good. Like yo, trash, bro.
I'm saying to me, like,
So
I
she's
find-
right down there with Pitbull.
I don't listen to Cardi B like in my own time. I never will.
Neither do I. That's not the point I'm making.
What?
I'm saying there's a difference between. I don't listen to her in my own band. She's trash.
How did you put him on Pitbull
I feel
level though?
she's
What the
trash.
hell?
Because
Yeah,
that's
Cardi B and Pitbull are not the same lane. Like they don't even make the same type of
I
music.
mean, let's think about it though.
You don't like
Pitbull shows up on-
Pitbull
Huh?
No, I'm saying.
What do you say,
How
sorry?
are you putting her so low?
because she said trash. That is like yo. Trash
I just think she's
garbage.
not an interesting rapper to listen to.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, in all fairness, yeah, she's not like top tier.
No.
I'm saying she's similar to Pitbull in the way that
No, she's not.
wait, on pop songs there is a Hispanic person shutting down pop features.
Yeah, but
Is that not what-
Pitbull never shut down pop features. He was just always there.
Bro, I ain't
You're
even
not
talking
white.
about that,
Hating
man.
on Mr. Worldwide.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
the greatest ever.
I'm not even talking. I'm just talking about straight bars.
Bro,
Like, I'm talking about rap.
bars, yeah.
I'm talking about rap. Like, shit, I don't think she's a good
Technically,
rapper.
she's not great, but
Pitbull never shut anything down, man.
yeah.
That's because you're not white.
Right.
Right. Hello, white man. Hi. We have a resident white man in the studio.
Oh my god.
Yeah, to receive some opinions.
How do you feel about
What do you think
Pitbull?
about Pitbull, man? He's either one.
You don't know.
Can't get enough, yeah. We appreciate your strong man, man. We appreciate you stooping to that level. It was a funny joke. Let's move on.
What's next?
Let's move on to fashion. Why you're here, Eli? What you
Yeah,
saying,
let's
my
go
G?
for it.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Let's talk about the influence of fashion industry and hip hop, and vice versa. Let's
Boom.
go.
Yeah, I got a
Where
question.
do we start, please?
I got a question.
Go for it.
You might have seen it, but there was an Injury Reserve video that came out recently.
Yes.
The latest song with Rico Nasty in there as well. Sort of like critiquing the fashion industry, I guess, like the cross section of like the music industry and the fashion industry. I don't know, bro. What do you think about Virgil? I don't know.
Virgil? I think Virgil,
What do
like,
you think about Virgil?
What do you think about Virgil, bro?
Like, I love it. I said it's like he's my bro. What do you think about Virgil Abloh? The what is this design for?
He's a
Chanel?
designer.
Off-White.
Louis Vuitton.
Off-White Louis Vuitton.
I'm not good at this.
I think his position is
know.
like good for the culture because like he's the first black designer to do that.
He is.
But like as a designer, I don't think he's great. Like
Whoa.
he's not. He can't tailor. He can't do anything really. Like he just,
Whoa.
he's a graphics guy.
Are you doing this like as a hot take or like?
Nah,
as
that's
a-
you know that's not a hot take. A lot of people feel like that, you know.
Really?
A lot of people don't like
So
Virgil.
what is the hype behind Virgil Abloh? He's black. That can't be.
Connection
Bro,
with
that's
Kanye.
There's
Bro.
other.
Clout connection. to
Clout,
Kanye.
yeah, man.
Clout.
That's it.
Yeah.
Clout Kanye?
So what does everybody see in it?
Kanye.
Yeah.
That helps.
What, Off-White?
Kanye. Yeah. What like? I mean, there has to be something good in it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's like on the surface level, like it's
Do you
like
agree with Eli's point, by the way?
okay. So I somewhat do, but like I still like what he does, kind of. But I do agree with. I feel like compared to I don't know other great designers, he's not great. Like he hasn't really done much.
As
but
a creative director, he puts on really good shows.
yeah,
His
and like
shows are,
oh yeah, like
exquisite.
yeah, they're good.
They look like movies. They're well shot, almost, but not
The
shot,
reason-
but they're well blocked.
Yeah, I'll give him that. He's good at a creative directing, but he's not a good designer.
Designer,
like fashion
yeah.
designer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's step back a little bit. What makes a good designer? First of all, let's talk about fashion first. And we're talking about streetwear. Should we do that, or should we just talk about fashion in general?
Just
Yeah,
fashion in
textile.
general.
Yeah,
I'd say
we
we
could do
keep it
both.
streetwear because
Streetwear?
that's too big.
All right.
Yeah, fashion's huge.
So that's just okay. So
Yeah.
let's keep it streetwear. What makes a good streetwear designer? What are you looking for in a streetwear outfit? And where does streetwear come from? Let's give us the little bit of a history into why you got into streetwear and where
Yeah,
streetwear
I like when we
came
can
in the first
educate
place.
people.
You wanna
Right,
start?
because you're
Shall I
educating
start?
me too. I'm asking questions I want to know. If
which
anyone
question do you
likes
want to
these-
get answered first?
You know what? Streetwear. Why did you get into streetwear?
All right, I got into streetwear because I used to like watch a lot of YouTube channels. I used to watch this guy called Jacob Keller,
Mm-hmm.
and he owns a brand now called oh shit, I have to-
Is that the Canadian guy?
no, he's from Portland, Orland.
Is that the white guy?
Yeah, he's bald.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
He's always smoking a cigarette, right?
I don't think so.
No, I'm thinking of Jacob Hetzer.
Jacob Hetzer,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
thinking of Jacob Hetzer. Right.
So Jacob Keller, he owns a brand now called Bare Knuckles. He works at Macus, and like he used to make these videos where he would review clothes he'd buy and stuff, and it was all like black and like hood by air days, black scale. So like everyone was all in like that like street goth aesthetic.
What was Off-White called before? Pirates, right? Yeah, Pirates Vision. Yeah.
He used to like buy like
Yeah.
old Ralph Lauren flannels, Virgil, and then like print his stuff on top of it. So like he was doing stuff like that. This is like 2011, 2012. Everyone was still on Tumblr. ASAP was just blowing up. Like purple swag video everywhere.
Lose
Like-
no worry.
Yeah, that's
Good
what,
times.
That's when I got into fashion.
So where did it? I don't want to say where did it come from, but that's kind of the question I mean. Like,
Do you want me
has
to get into
start
it?
from somewhere? Yes.
So
please.
like, okay, for me, I could be wrong. Niggas fact check me if you need to, innit?
Please do. We
But
appreciate all.
As
facts.
far as I know, when it comes to streetwear, so okay, I would say probably the first big streetwear brand was Stussy, Sean Stussy, and that was 1980, right? So what he did, you're familiar with Stussy, right?
No.
So what he did is it's like a surf. It's like a
it's a
surf,
skate brand, yeah.
skate skirt surf brand. But like their big thing is like his signature, and like they print on shirts and shit. And like that was probably the first one. So there's Stussy. Then there was Supreme in '94.
Supreme actually stemmed from Stussy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Stussy. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
It's kind of
that happened. Yeah. So then Supreme didn't really take off until like the
95.
mid 95.
Yeah, because if you watch the movie Hackers with Angelina Jolie,
Right.
the guy who's sitting there with his
Yo.
laptop, he's got a Supreme sticker on it.
Really?
Yo, that's
They're
it. When that come out?
1995.
Mad.
Oh, interesting.
Mad.
Yeah.
Even in kids, I remember they were wearing Supreme tees and stuff.
Yeah.
and stuff.
For anyone interested,
I
this
thought
movie
that-
Hackers.
I always thought
that. just that movie is terrible. But keep going.
No,
Yeah,
it is a bad movie. But like,
But it's an important moment.
That's a deep
Yeah,
cut.
yeah.
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 I was gonna say like Odd Future and shit. 'cause
Nah.
they used to rep
It blew up.
Supreme.
Well,
They're
that's when it went to like another level.
Yeah.
But like it blew up maybe like the early 2000s, mid 2000s. In my opinion, he said 95. I don't know. But
Well,
this is as far as
they've
I
been
know.
going since the 90s. Like,
So, like,
this,
that-
I
it was
feel like
like-
streetwear. That's when I
Yeah,
started.
it was like, but back then it was like really underground, really niche, really like, oh yeah, like
Yeah.
these are dropping. I'm finna go queue up. It wasn't on some like this huge level it is now. Like it was like if you know, you know. You know what I mean? But so that happened. Then Odd Future came along
Remember
and
they
just took it
used to
to that
be subtle?
other level. It just went
Remember that?
crazy.
No,
Nah, bro.
not really. Yeah, no,
What would you define as streetwear?
streetwear, anything that's linked to like underground street culture. So anything that's linked to like rap, punk rock, biking, yeah, BMX culture, all that. So if we are gonna include that, I think we can't skip over the Japanese era. So like Ura Harajuku. So that's
We were
like
talking about that earlier.
from like '98. So there's a guy called Hiroshi Fujiwara who made this brand called Fragments.
Okay.
And he came to England and he lived with Vivienne Westwood, who's like a high fashion designer. Her and her husband Malcolm McLaren at the time,
Okay.
who used to manage the Sex Pistols. And he took all like the punk stuff from here and went back to Japan and started like a whole like culture. So
It's interesting.
there's a bunch of designers like Jun Takahashi, Takahiro Miyashita, Tetsuo from Double Taps. All these guys, they all like made like the biggest brands today. So like you'll see like Number 9, Double Taps, Bape, all of them. They all came from this one store called Nowhere in Ura Harajuku. And now like it's pretty much influenced everything we wear.
I can't believe how big Bape is. I don't know why. It's just massive.
The thing is, it's been like huge for a while.
And
like, since, like, the
it's
mid-2000s,
weird because
early
like you would think coming out Japan does this funny thing as well where they get a culture, like no offense to Japan or whatever, but they're a small island, and they'll get a culture from somewhere else, like
they go crazy with
digest it, digest it and then spit out some crazy shit like whoa, what the hell.
Like
You-
K-pop.
like K-pop, where the fucking
I mean,
whole
J-pop, sorry, not because it's Japan.
Oh yeah, J-pop, yeah. But yeah, like that. So yeah, the fact that something managed to come out of Japan like that and get so big, like, yes.
What was the transition for it coming back to America?
What, Babe?
Pharrell.
Yeah, who brought it back? Oh yeah.
Oh wow, it's just him.
Yeah.
It's just like one guy.
No, yeah.
Isn't that insane? Okay, I guess we could talk about the integration of hip hop into fashion now.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane how like one guy like has influenced
It's crazy.
what the West wears? Is that what happened? Is it
So
for-
basically,
that's a bit-
Pharrell-
Well, you could also count like the guy from Fragments. He used to be in Stussy ads wearing Babe, and that's
Right.
where like it first started crossing over.
Right, I
But
see.
then after that, it was Pharrell who
Pharrell.
brought it to the mainstream.
Pharrell,
Wow.
the Wayne. Remember, he used to rock Mad Babe. But that was well after Pharrell, though. But he was also one of the first people, like first rappers to start rocking Babe.
That's literally what initiated the whole Pusha T Drake like beef. Like
Yeah.
it started from Wayne wearing Babe and Pusha T being friends with Pharrell and thinking they were trying to be like them.
Yeah.
So that literally is like where the beef with Young Money and Pusha T started.
It's been a long running beef. It's
Yeah,
not just like
crazy.
from last year. It's been long beef.
That's
But,
it because they wore Babe.
Yeah, you know, Mr. Me Too. That is a
Yeah.
diss.
Yeah. Ooh,
That's a
that's
beat
my
too.
jam.
That song is awesome.
Oh Lord.
Jesus, Pharrell's verse on
Oh
that.
my
even
God.
He can, like even he
Niggas is
spits
haters.
on
I'm
some.
doing deals like the majors. Ice cream sneakers. That's like my first.
Oh, no,
Lord.
please, no bars.
Even the beat as well.
The beat-
Oh
say, well,
Lord.
come on, that's expected. That's
Yeah.
regular shit.
That
The-
song is too hard.
Yo, so that's a diss towards Lil
That's a
Wayne.
diss to Lil Wayne for wearing Babe.
I know nothing about hip hop, bro.
About hip-hop?
Yo, this is all history I have missed. This is so insane. I'm loving
It's
this.
very interesting.
It
It's
is.
very, very interesting.
Yo, it's like learning about the backstory of like Daenerys Targaryen. Like this is really deep. It's getting like layers. I have a question though. So, okay, so you know this identity. I don't know if we should skip to this question first or we should finish with the history thing.
Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, like
Go for it. Say it first.
like remember them zippers that were all the way up?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharks.
That was Babe. Like even that's the thing with streetwear. Even though if you can keep it on the underground and think about these brands, all these things that they're doing get big, just a little thing trickles through. That's a massive thing in streetwear. It's like,
Yo, how do you feel about the hat with the goggles on the lens on
The
the?
CP company.
I'm talking about.
yo, only Stormzy can wear them. Everyone else can do one.
Is that streetwear?
Not really. I mean, kinda.
It's kind of tacky.
really.
People on the
tactical.
street are wearing it, and it's related to a subculture.
Yeah, I guess.
I have two questions there actually. Now that you brought up Stormzy, one I want to talk about UK streetwear, but before that, you know this identity of the gangster fashionista. I don't know if
Yeah.
that makes sense immediately,
Like,
but
is that
like
Rocky?
exactly the guy who has like a full clip and has
Yeah.
gun charges, but you know he goes to New York Fashion Week
Yeah.
and hangs out with models and drinks champagne. When did that start? That's one question.
Yeah.
Second thing is, do we appreciate it or is it really weird? Like, is it causing like a cognitive dissonance when you listen to their music of the gangster fashionista thing, where it's like one song is about them chilling with models in Paris and the other one is about them like catching a body in some back alley, like. 3, what do we think about that aspect of streetwear? The hardcore aspect, like, okay, so there's this group called Griselda. I talk about them all the time because they're amazing rappers. Those guys are great. Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun. Anyway, they double C their ski masks.
Right.
They Chanel their ski masks.
Oh, really?
They have Chanel logo ski masks, like
That's
for
cool.
robbing people. Like, when did this start? Did I miss? Did
Do you want me
this
to break it
new,
down?
or am I just noticing?
Yeah, that's hella
Break it
interesting.
down. So
Which
as
one
far as
do
I
you
know, so let me try to do like a timeline in it. So, like I said, there was Pharrell, then you had Lil Wayne, right? That took this Babe shit, started rocking it. Then Wayne influenced guys like Soulja Boy. Remember, I got me some baby in it. I got me some, yeah. So that got big. So those times, like rappers started to wear a lot of designer, but also when it comes to like Rocky in particular, a lot of his influence, he got okay. He likes fashion, Rocky, but like one of his big influences are Dipset, the Diplomats. So with them, they weren't really into fashion, but like they were just so like left field with it, because like they were like these hood niggas, right? But Cameron was like head to toe in pink, in baby pink. Joel Santana was head to toe in American flag.
Rocky
Like
made a
they had like a sense of style, you know what I mean? So yeah, but okay, when we're talking about like high fashion and hip hop, the guys that made it happen, in my opinion, it was Rocky and Kanye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
Rocky and Kanye. And so niggas were rocking like Gucci and Louis, but no one was rocking Raf Simons, Helmut Lang, fucking all these like left field designs that nobody heard of.
It's a line to cross.
Yeah, nobody was doing that
territory.
before those two. Nobody was doing that, and those were the guys that took it to that level.
Pharrell was doing
Nah, he was doing BBC. I mean, he still rocked those brands, but like, it was Ye and Rocky just took it to that other level.
That made it a point in their music.
Bro, I'm telling
they
you.
went into the archive stuff. Like they brought everything back, so they were like really into the actual culture of fashion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You could tell like Rocky's really into fashion. Really, really into fashion.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about fashion, but I can. He's wearing a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of
Like if it wasn't for Rocky, I promise you, because I don't know, in London I see a lot of guys wearing Raf Simons shoes. Yeah, I promise you, if it wasn't for Rocky, nobody would be rocking Raf. Nobody would be rocking Raf. I promise you that.
Please don't touch my Raf.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, but like your question about like the gangster like fashionista, I think it's because fashion is meant to represent the times. So right now, what's popping is hip hop. So they're gonna like, because it's like very referential. So they're gonna reference like what's the biggest thing. It's like back in the days, it was all like Joy Division references on like Raf Simons outfits. Like everything was referencing rock back then.
And punk, yeah.
Yeah, and punk.
Well, shit. I have 2 questions then. Yeah, I'm just loving this. This is like a whole education for me. My first question is, sneaker culture.
Yeah.
Sneaker culture and hip hop.
Oh, I want to talk about that actually.
Yes. Who wants to start?
I understand this one.
You guys go. That's good enough.
I'm not a sneaker guy.
Well, let's start off with like, what's your favorite? Because you're clearly trying to.
So,
Oh, Nate says that's about Pyrex. I don't know what that is.
That's old. That's what Off-White used to be called before it was Off-White.
Cool.
Pyrex Vision.
Shout out to Nate.
I mean,
Alright,
like,
keep
Contact
going.
there.
So I'm coming at like trainers because no American trainers from a different angle. Like, so I was hanging out with skater kids. So the first shoes I wanted Vans, I wanted Etnies, I wanted Converse. And although people be like, oh yeah, whenever you think about trainers, sneakers, it's like Jordans, Adidas. It's like there's another side to this. Like everybody who notices shoes cares about having fresh shoes. You might not think their shoes are fresh, but to someone like Doc Martens. I mean, back in the day, everyone's like, you're wearing Doc Martens, you're some sort of emo. Now everyone's rocking Doc Martens. Like,
That is true. There's a lot. There's
you
a
can
lot.
love any shoe you want. Just give it a try. And that's why sneakerhead culture is so big. Just let yourself love the shoes, fam.
Okay, well, that was
nice.
poetic. Yeah, put a tear in my eye. Let's
Sneaker
go
culture.
less esoteric with this.
When it
That's
comes to sneaker
beautiful,
culture-
genuinely. But like, when did sneaker culture happen?
Well, when did it happen?
Why is Whoopi Goldberg a sneaker collector now?
Okay, I don't
apparently,
care
she
about
has a
that.
show.
No, you know what, yeah.
not a show.
You know-
like,
there
okay,
are-
you know the complex. I've probably
Yeah.
referenced them.
Yeah.
The complex sneaker shopping thing.
Yeah.
There's a Whoopi Goldberg episode. Like Whoopi Goldberg has
Whatever.
been totally.
I doubt
into
she's
sneakers.
a huge sneakerhead.
No, but yeah, exactly.
But also at the same time, they're assets, bro. They're assets. Dead stock is assets. Like, yeah.
when it comes to sneaker culture, like I'll say it probably took off like in the mid 2000s.
You agree?
So
Chicago
You
ones
think
are older
it's
than that
Has to
though.
be before.
You think before?
When, like the first Jordans dropped.
Yeah.
oh yeah, okay, I'm forgetting about you. I was thinking of the SBs.
Wait.
I was thinking about all the SBs.
What's
Well,
that?
can we just remember that Run DMC got an Adidas sponsorship? I feel like
Oh yeah.
if we're going to look at sneaker culture as mostly deriving from or being linked to
Should we
hip hop
define
culture,
what I mean by sneaker culture? I mean this
I think
collector
everyone knows.
culture.
Yeah, everyone knows sneaker.
So you mean like a little resale
like,
market?
Partially, but also like, you know, the fact that your sneakers are the centerpiece of your outfit, that type of thing. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but that whole mindset and that comes with it. If you, I don't know, that's a very hard thing to date
when
back.
When it exploded,
But-
it was probably like the staple dunks.
Yeah,
When,
SB
like,
Dunks.
someone got killed outside the store for these shoes, and that just like made it explode. Like everyone just went crazy.
When did it like properly start?
Like just sneaker culture in general.
Yeah, like with the J's.
Probably with the Jordan
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
When
Jordan 5?
they wouldn't let him wear them on the court.
Yeah, the
what-
breads,
they
the
bread.
breads. Yeah. That's you're right.
And
You're
then
right.
everyone went crazy about getting those shoes because he couldn't wear them on the court
And why
Yeah,
couldn't
you're
they?
right.
They went like official.
because of the colors.
Because the color, yeah.
Because of the
was banned.
colours.
Yeah, the color was, so the NBA banned it and he wore them and he was fined like a crazy amount,
You know, I
right?
don't even fuck with the bread toe.
Is it?
It's
Nah,
like,
I think
whatever.
I think that's odd. But,
So wait, it was the toe, literally the.
no, not the toe. The whole bread, like the shoe was completely black and red,
Yeah.
right? And then so
Right.
he was
Why
rocking
couldn't
them.
it be black and red?
Huh? I forgot. Maybe I think it has something to do with like. Actually, I don't know. But like,
Niggas were tweaking.
he was wearing them and he was getting fined X amount for every game, and like it just created this buzz. So what? Yeah, it was. I remember it was all coming back to me now. So Nike were telling him to wear it, and I was saying, okay, whatever they fine you, we'll pay you on top of that. You know, because it was just creating this huge buzz. Like everybody wanted these breads because like they were like the banned shoe. You know, But yeah, you're right. I think that's when it started.
That's dope.
I think that's when it started.
I feel like recently, so sneakerhead culture's been it's a big thing, right? For a while, I know. It's so StockX, like that's a big deal, right? Recently, I feel like that's more of a staple of how big it's grown more than anything. I don't think it's like really any like revolutionary website.
Nah.
I mean, yeah, it's like
there have been websites that have done what they do.
Yeah.
They're just trying to consolidate on that.
Yeah, so it potentially
bubble,
is like the eBay of shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's cool, but yeah, I think that really goes to show like how huge it is.
How do you guys feel about the sneaker culture
and hip hop?
Yeah, influencing it. Yeah,
it's cool, man.
Yeah,
really cool. Like just Travis just dropped some Jordans. I think they're really ugly, but like
the light blue one,
the Air Jordan ones.
Yeah, quick question.
Oh no, those are the fools. The fools are.
In general, which rappers make the best shoes? Let's go around the room. And which rappers make the worst ones?
Honestly, man, I can't think of any rapper shoes that I want to wear like off top.
I like Kanye and Nike. And that's it.
I like Kanye Nike was cool, but I wouldn't rock it.
Well, you wouldn't wear like the Red Octobers?
They're not my style.
No.
I think they're super cool, but not my style.
I'd buy them and just keep them in a box.
Yes. I could buy them and just try like.
I hate this, man. I hate this, right? You guys, both of you, yeah. This like buy it and keep it in the box, man. I'm trying to wear them, man. Stop.
That money, boy.
It makes that. Oh man, man, they get so expensive just sitting in people's cupboards.
Scams accumulating.
Oh my lord, the people who bought out. Okay, they re-released the Jordan 1s on it. Because Into the Spider-Verse, right? Miles Morales, the whole film he's wearing these Jordan 1s, and it's hard. And they
so cool, right?
They did like they did a variant with the you know, it had those like comic style dots on there for the shading, that kind of style. They got these little like 3M dots on there for this little. It's nice, and they sold out instantly. And like I wanted a pair, and these people who were buying them like 10 pairs or whatever, just to resell them.
It sucks. Yeah, it kind of sucks.
It's same with like people who do for
game,
tickets,
bro.
man.
Like,
for like
earlier, it is what it is. The game is the game. Like,
but I mean, it's really. Do you guys know about like bots and stuff? You know, experience with that. Like anyone who's really trying is using a bot because it's
almost impossible.
Yeah.
Huh? It's the same with like Supreme and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to rappers and sneaker culture, I remember. The first pair I had was do you remember the G Unit Reeboks?
No.
I remember I had the G Unit Reeboks. I was lit in school. I was like, yo, where you get those? I was like, don't worry, bro. Don't worry, I got them.
You know.
But, there was that. What ones did I like? I guess I don't know. Like I don't feel like rappers consistently drop shoes. You know, it's only kind of become a thing now.
Yeah.
But
it's because of Kanye though.
Yeah, it's because of Ye.
Started with Pharrell and then it went straight to Ye.
Yeah, it's because of Ye.
All right.
I was looking.
We should take it to a break. Hold on.
Before the break, I was looking at some Golf LaFleurs the other day, and they're kind of nice.
I like him a lot, man.
Yeah.
They still collaborate with Converse or his own?
No, he's still with Converse.
I think because I was looking, they looked like Converse.
He used to be with Vans
design
before.
on that. Yeah.
And then he left Vans.
He's got a bar about that.
Yeah, because Vans fucked up. Yeah.
Well, damn. Well, shout out to
we'll get into that after the break.
We will, and we'll get into other things like UK street culture. We haven't touched on that at all.
Boo.
Spoilers.
Yes,
we'll get into that now. I'm joking.
Jesus.
We'll
It's Fahad's ever so subtle opinion as always. We'll get into UK street culture. We'll get into the Gucci balaclava, whatever the hell that monstrosity was. And we'll talk about the Oscars. Can we talk about that a little bit? And then movies we saw, and then we'll do a quick to whom may concern. And we'll have a good time. Does that make sense? Is everybody cool with that? Okay. If I can find the song I was going to play.
Go to the toilet, boil the kettle. Do them things that you do in the break.
And think of Alex telling you to do those things as you do those things, because that will really help you do those things.
Yo, there's one person out there who's really getting off on that.
Yeah,
I imagine there's a couple.
I know.
A couple. Wow.
Not
sorry,
to be
bro.
cocky.
Yeah, we didn't know you were that nigga. Anyway, this is Songs to Lose Your Mind to.
That comment's never coming out the episode, bro. That's really
of course. This all stays in. All of your weird isms.
All right, cut it.
Yeah, we're back on, but keep going. I'm listening to you. So we're talking about metal and hip hop.
That's gonna cut so weird.
Is it
on the recording? Yeah, don't matter. Go for it, bro.
Yeah, tick. We're in. Does that work? Yeah, metronome.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Songs to Lose Your Mind to radio show.
All good. Levels good.
This is good. This is all good. Everything's all right.
Okay, sweet. So here's what I'm trying to say.
Talk to me.
Boom.
What you can do with rap music and what you can do with metal, you can do the same thing sometimes, but they're good at different things. What Metallica's Master of Puppets makes me feel is not the same thing that Kanye's Gorgeous makes me feel.
What does it? What does Master of Puppets make me feel? I've never
Master
heard that
of
song
Puppets
before.
is a song about doing cocaine again and again, and your life is spiraling out of control.
There's rap songs about that.
Gorgeous is a song exemplifying the injustices in American society, and it's sort of like a juxtaposition. He's calling it gorgeous, but it's like, these are the things that I hate and I love, but I love it so much it's still gorgeous. When I want to feel like banging my head against the wall, I'm gonna listen to Metallica. If a rapper wants to make me feel that, I think they can do a better job.
JPEG Mafia can make you feel that.
Yeah, no, JPEG Mafia is good. I don't like Death Grips though. JPEG
I
Mafia
was
is
about
good.
to mention, you don't like
dope.
Death Grips? Death Grips is hard.
Yeah, they're dope.
Yeah, like the Money Store is insane. That album makes me feel like my blood pressure rising. I'm not a very big, but in a good way. Like the blood pressure rising is like, wow, it really connects me to the black community. But because blood pressure joke, ha ha ha. No, funny because it's true. No, that's not what. But that album is insane. Death Grips makes great music because it takes. I'm not a very alternative. I'm not a rock person at all, to be honest. I'm the first to admit it. I'm not very versed in rock music. So for me to like something that sounds that actively abrasive, that's music, man. Like,
I mean,
they made a great. Yeah.
You know, you say that, yeah, but do you like Scarlord?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so you like Death Grips?
No, let me answer on your behalf. The answer's no.
No.
You like Death Grips? Do you like it? Did you like Jesus?
I like Jesus.
There's
I
the
don't
thing,
like-
you could probably, if you sat down and was like, yo, I want to go listen to some metal, you would like it.
Word.
Like, if you can
You,
do
like
you would have to.
Waters.
You would have to put them onto the right. Like you can't.
Yeah.
You couldn't just
True,
put them
there
onto
is-
like
there is a lot.
Parkway Drive or something like that. Like you would have to like.
I like Parkway Drive.
So do I, but he wouldn't.
No.
You know what I mean?
Okay, how do you
Yeah.
feel about people screaming?
It depends how they scream. I don't know how to explain it. There needs to be some musicality to
Well,
it. It
see,
cannot just be noise.
you can-
Yeah,
Yeah,
you say
you-
Kill Switch Engage. I think he.
Yeah,
that's
you
a
think-
good start. There's a black guy in the band. Well, there
Yeah.
was.
I don't know if you like it
Until they
I don't know.
engage the kill switch.
I don't know.
But
Wow, I know, right? Welcome to Corny Jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Corn
pretty
Central.
much.
But I don't know. Like I mean, I like a lot of metal too.
What do you think I would like? That's a fun
Honestly
question.
speaking, like
What's the line?
I wouldn't know like what to show you, to be honest, because
I like metal at all.
actually, you know what? Like maybe some Metallica.
Oh, you know what I was going to
Yeah.
say? I think you would like Saint Anger.
I don't know what that is either.
Okay, Saint Anger is basically, here's what they did. They were all on drugs.
I love it already.
Then they decided to try and get clean. So in the process
Okay.
of them trying to get clean, they made an album which is the most brutal shit you've ever heard.
Sounds awful.
As much as Daughters. Did you?
Do you know what?
listen to-
It's in line with that.
I really okay. So I'll. This is not really saying much or less. I don't think this is metal because there's such. I think this sounds really
Okay.
oddly, darkly pretty. But Daughters, you won't get what you want. I love that album.
Daughters, that's the one that came out last year, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I know
And that album is
It's terrifying.
honestly, it sounds like the
Daniel would
world
say.
ending.
Shout
I'm
out to
like,
Daniel.
happy about it. It sounds like really. It sounds like a party at the end of the world, but like a really, really messed up party. Like a party of like, wow, we're really gonna die. Embrace nihilism, and I love it. It sounds really gorgeous. It sounds really pretty to me. It needs to sound nice. I'm a big fan of melody.
Sam,
That might help you.
Sam, metal has a shit ton of melody. Like,
I don't mean melody. I mean harmony.
yeah, mate.
Melodies are
These
good
are
to me too,
classically.
obviously.
A lot of them are classically trained musicians. Like, they're not just
Really.
swinging around. Like, this is serious business. You gotta work.
But there's types of metals as
I
well.
feel
Of
yeah.
metals. Of
Honestly,
metal
when
as
it comes to metal, like obviously me and you, we can see the greatness in it, but I feel like just not everybody sees it, and like
Yeah,
I see why not everybody sees it.
I'm just saying like this. Think of how many people back in the day would be like, yeah, there's no such thing as a good rap song.
But I've never said like I don't like metal. I've said I don't listen to metal.
Don't listen to it, yeah,
I said I don't like it. I'm not like, oh, this is
Yeah, no. I mean, I feel like maybe there'll be a couple songs you like, but I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's not a very easy genre to get into.
Okay.
Like, you have to be extremely open.
Yeah.
You know, because like not a lot of people like screaming. Not a lot of people like loud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, not a lot of people even like a lot of people don't barely listen to rock music. So, not people aren't really into hearing niggas scream for 4 minutes
Yeah.
with loud drums and
You
stuff.
brought up Scarlord earlier. He started off YouTube, right? He's the
Okay,
Mazzy
yeah.
Maz, yeah?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I lived in the same town as him.
Huh?
I lived in the same town as him.
Crazy.
Wait, what town is this?
Could you hear him screaming like?
No, right. So basically, like in the West.
Where are you from, by the way?
Okay, so I was born in London,
Yeah.
moved to Birmingham.
Right.
Oh, Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham. Oh, we've been
had
over this
this
bro. Yeah,
conversation.
sorry.
B1, B16.
I'm so glad.
Oh yeah, shit.
0121.
Right. So basically, he's from Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, he was big
It's
on
not really
YouTube, so he
Birmingham, is
was
it?
like a
No, not
low-key
really.
celebrity in the area.
Sounds like a totally different place.
And then he's just dipped off, gone out. He was always into like metal and stuff. Like he was in bands from before. Like you gotta understand, this guy can actually scream. Like man drinks tea.
Yeah, no.
It's
My
a
friends
vocal
friends
technique.
went to go see him at the end of last year.
Got him into drinking water.
Raw. Apparently he was quite good live. So, I mean that's as far as I can say. But apparently he's doing okay.
Not cool.
Although he misspelled the lyrics on his vinyl book.
You know what? Worse things have happened.
So yeah, I'm not impressed. But
Yo, in the words of Kanye, they throwing contracts at me. You know these niggas can't read.
I guess so, man. I guess so.
That's an iconic song right there.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't have a 360 deal. I don't really know what's going on.
Nah, he's indie.
I don't know
Yeah.
how
metal contracts
I feel like
work.
we should switch back to what we're talking about originally.
Yeah, what's that?
Let's get back
Switching
into it.
effortlessly back.
into it.
It's a fashion. Oh my god, we did it, guys! It was such a smooth transition.
I feel like if you actually tried, you maybe could have.
Probably. But,
Yo.
like, what is trying, bro?
Yo.
It's 2019.
You know what's a new thing in like hip hop and fashion now? Now you see a lot of rappers modeling.
Okay.
So
Octavian.
Octavian, Playboy Carti, Sheck West.
What do you think about Octavian? I don't know if I've ever actually done.
Is it?
I feel like you really don't.
Me?
Like him.
I don't. I can appreciate that. Like what I do like about him is that in the UK market of music, everybody sounds the same, or everybody's hopping on a wave that is popular, right? So it's very unauthentic, very unoriginal. But I like him because he's the opposite. That he does his own thing. He has this new sound.
You think he sounds like no one?
No, but like it's new because everybody in the UK, everybody sounds like everyone.
How do you feel about that?
It's shit. It's fucking shit. I hate it so much.
That was
but with
surreal.
him, nah,
Not really.
yeah,
You
it came
should
from
see
the chest,
eyes.
fam. It came from the
I should
chest.
describe it to
But
what it is.
when it comes to Octavian, like, I like him because he does his own thing. He's different in it. But like, do I like his music? I'm not a huge fan. But like, if someone's playing it, I can listen to it.
Yeah.
I can listen to it. But he's cool.
That's fair.
He's cool. But yeah, he was modeling.
Respect him.
Carti was modeling. Sheck West modeling. Even 21 was modeling. He was modeling for Philip Klein.
Interesting.
Didn't
Yeah.
Old Dirty Bastard do some modeling?
Did he? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, well, they're
All of the-
releasing
all of them.
lipstick and shit, so I don't
All,
really
all
know.
of the Wu-Tang, even Nas, yeah. Oh my god. So Nas used to model for a brand called Esco Jeans, and do you remember the takeover? Jay-Z used to fag model for Esco Cash. Yeah. He was partying for that. Cause back then, like if you were modeling, like, whoa,
Well, that's
what
like
you doing?
Jay-Z has never
You're a
modeled
bitch.
ever, right? Yeah.
Had a spark when you started, but now you're just garbage. You know, he was. But yeah, I remember Nas used to model, but like
A lot
that's
of them model though. How do you remember like all of them? Like even Gunna models now. Like
Yeah.
say even he's pretty big.
Gunna doesn't
But-
dress well at all.
yeah, not.
The biggest joke ever. Like the whole
For real,
like, drip or drown.
drip or
thing.
drown.
Like, what are you talking about? You're wearing
Yeah.
Balmain, biker.
Yo, and those shits are way too tight.
2011, like-
They are way too tight.
I agree. Well, yeah. Is it? You think it's a wave? Because Lil Baby kind of dresses like that too.
Yeah, no, it's awful. It's like
Yeah.
it's like hood nigga aesthetic.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
I've been
Exactly.
trapping. I have a little bit of money. Let me cop this.
Let me wear it as-
belt and like Balmain.
You don't think
jeans.
hood nigga can be beautiful?
Let me wear
Y'all
as
niggas-
much designer as
y'all need to
physically
embrace
possible.
Another perspective that is, yeah, maybe hood nigga is its own type of beautiful.
No.
I'm not even being sarcastic.
How about this? It's like you can be broke and you can look good, but if you get money and you just buy some brands, you still don't know how to put an outfit together.
They're just
Shout
stack
out
designers
to
on.
certain trappers out there who get some money and have to get some Gucci something, and it's very obvious what's happening.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Because you could spend the same amount on like, not archive rap, but like new rap, and you could look way better.
Mm-hmm.
You could buy like something like the Lost Collection with all the like Christina F references on it.
So yeah, something actually tasteful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the tasteful is the missing component in a lot of these guys'.
Because they just
It's
throw
because-
jewelry on them.
It's because it's all trend with these guys.
Yeah.
It's like with a lot of like people's style nowadays. They're all just hopping the trend because like right now, it's like everybody's on Instagram, right? So they see. Okay, so what happens is that you have these influencers that push these, I don't know, aesthetics or shoes or styles or whatever. Then everybody just looks like that. You know, like I feel like everybody dresses the same right now. Yeah, and like when
this is like a type of person.
they all dress like Instagram. Everybody just looks like Instagram.
Yeah, it's all just like dad shoes.
It's those Fila shoes, Dad Air Monarchs, Supreme,
You define what that is. Dad shoes.
Dad shoes are
big
like
clunky shoes.
big, like clunky shoes.
I want to say, what do you think about that? Because that's really become a real thing.
The thing is, yeah, like when it comes to dad shoes, like I can't even lie. Some of them actually really fuck with. Like I'm a huge New Balance fan.
Oh, no,
I love
a
it.
pair of New Balance.
Really?
I love New Balance so much, so much. But the thing is, I don't sound like that guy, but I've liked New Balance for a long time. You know. But also with the dad shoes, I like Kanye's dad shoe, the Yeezy 700, the Wave Runner.
Most Yeezys are not good.
Nah, I have the Wave Runners. I think they're hard.
Fugly.
I think they're hard as fuck.
Every time I see a Yeezy,
Do you like them, Eli?
like, nope.
I initially liked the Yeezys, but like after the Nike era, like it just all went down.
Yeah?
I remember when I first saw the gray ones he did for Adidas, the high top like
Ah,
750s.
yeah.
I
Those
like
ones look
those,
nice.
but then within like I think it had more to do with like the hype beast culture, like
Right.
just taking it immediately. Like when you see like certain type of people wearing certain shoes in the streets, you're like, nah. And I know that's like a little bit elitist, but like.
What were you gonna say, bro?
Yo, just for like openness, I'm wearing the knockoff Yeezys right now.
What?
The Adidas
Crep check,
boots,
crep check.
Crep check.
the broke man Yeezys.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
They,
They still look nice.
yeah, they're nice.
I mean,
Are you comfortable?
I'm comfortable. Here's
That's the
the thing,
most
I
important
wouldn't
bit.
pay for Yeezys.
Why not? Support back business, bro.
Give me some money and I'll support some black businesses. I'm still broke.
That's true. It doesn't make it any more easier to pay for.
Yeah, but he said it like an ideology. Like I would never pay for Yeezys. I'm like, oh damn, okay, well,
No, I won't. Like that shit's too expensive and a little too ugly.
yeah.
Yo, I'm repping Kahu right now. It's a Finnish brand. Shout out to them.
Are we all doing crep checks?
Yeah, man. Because couple
Be as fuck, bro.
couple years time
Something
they're
like
real dirty right now, but
So,
imagine
man.
they were clean still. You know, a couple years time when everyone's repping this brand, just knowing that it's on record now.
It was Alex first.
Cool.
Get your facts straight.
Cool.
All right. Have we? Can we talk about British streetwear? Have we done that? I don't know.
British.
Yeah, let's get into that. Let's get into
Yeah.
that.
Well, the chunky trainer thing is that even
British, nah. That's just this style originated on Instagram. Like people,
crazy?
yeah, okay, but like, I don't know, people like
Yeah, what do you think about that sock shoe?
the
Real
Balenciaga ones.
The
They're alright. I wouldn't rock them, but like,
Never.
I don't really like Balenciaga, to be honest.
Well, I like Demna, so I can't hate on Balenciaga.
You like what? Sorry.
Demna Gavassalier, the guy
Oh,
who
right,
did the designing, he's
right.
from Vetements.
Right.
I like him. I like his ideas because he worked for Margiela before.
Right.
So like he has like actual like design knowledge. And,
Right.
He knows.
If you chill outside like North Towers or something, you know, you can see some sick trainers, some Balenciagas walking around.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah.
I've seen some nice Balenciagas, but like
Yeah. Alright.
they're mostly not
Okay,
great.
so British streetwear.
Right.
Bree Street.
That's a long history.
Yeah.
I mean, like you got like mods, you got all that
Yeah.
stuff going back.
You got the mods. Yeah.
Okay,
You're
like
right. You got skinheads.
Here's a little history with like Doc Martens. First of all, the racists had it. No, sorry. First of all, the people who weren't racist had it. Then the people who were racist took it, and now everyone's wearing it.
Oh, well.
That was
Funny how
like
things get taken over like
that was like the mods of rockers, 60s, 70s.
Everything changes. Like now you got people wearing Fila. Back in the day,
Yeah, that's the craziest one.
Let me finish this. Like back in the day, you would get rinsed for wearing Fila.
Yeah.
It was like if you're gonna wear a tracksuit, anything but Fila. That was just how it
So
was.
funny.
No brand better than Fila.
Boom. So
But shit happens, mate. It's just.
I don't know who brought back Fila, by the way. Was it somebody?
Instagram.
Instagram.
We need to go to Instagram HQ, blow that shit up. Who's on it?
Wow. I got really real.
Just incited some shit.
Media does not support Fahad's opinions on Instagram or on terrorism.
You know what I say with that, right? So when German Whip came out, and I hate it again. Sorry, Tom, but when the white people decided grime was cool again, they wanted to wear a
Tom, it's okay, don't worry. I'm here for you.
and that's how Fila came around.
Can I point out a quick thing that I had a weird like matrix breaking moment with Instagram recently. So if you've been on Instagram, I don't know whether they use ads on location on what you like, but there was an artist called K Preem who dropped a song called Gucci Cologne, I think last week.
Ooh, that's a slap.
It is a slap.
That's the one where you do the world dance. Yeah. That's a slap.
I love that song. It's on my like videos. Not love, but it's a good song.
Crazy in the shower. Yeah.
That song is hilarious. I used it as part of the promo. If you check my story, it's pretty good. But moving forward to the point. Literally almost a week later. I don't think it was a week. I think it might 3 days. 3 days later, on the same Instagram, I'm seeing Gucci cologne adverts, not for the song, for actual Gucci cologne. What happened there? Because someone explained this to me.
I've seen
Is this planned, or is this in my head?
Cookies.
Yeah, everyone's having this like existential crisis about if their phone is listening to them or not. Oh, hey,
they fully like listen. Like some guy did a test on YouTube.
Oh,
and
wow.
Is this the cat food test?
Even Shane Dawson.
We're gonna talk about cat food all day.
I think it was that. It was dog toys or something.
Yeah,
like
something.
Yeah. And he's like talking about it, and then 30 minutes later he goes back on all these websites, and then fully like dog food or dog toy adverts everywhere.
Okay.
So they're fully listening in.
Well, I don't know. Okay, should we go with that theory?
I don't think that's true. I don't think that we should go with that theory.
No, because listen, think it this way. You know, like when you say like, "Hey Siri, okay Google" to your phone.
I don't have that. I don't have Siri. I don't have Alexa.
Okay.
I don't have.
Okay, but a lot of people do.
Yes.
Yeah.
In order for that phone to recognize that you said a
It
command,
needs to always be listening.
Yeah.
the phone was always listening to begin with.
Okay, here's something with that, right? That is true. The phone is like always listening technically. Whether or not that data is going back to the company, that's the question.
You let someone build a piece of technology and you kept it on you.
Yeah.
Like, why are you surprised?
I'm surprised because it's a lot of data, and I really feel like there was going to be someone in the line to stop him.
But I don't personally think what happened to me was because they were. That's not the point. I wasn't pointing out the Matrix part of it. We all know social media is on some fuck shit, and we all know there is not data. That's not the point I was pointing out. Did Gucci pay a rapper to sing about cologne?
No, they don't pay anyone.
Are you sure?
Nobody gets paid for shouting out Gucci.
They didn't like help like promote it.
No.
Okay,
But think about
that was the way
amount of rappers. Think about the amount of rappers that wear Gucci, rap about Gucci, are called Gucci.
Yeah, right.
Like, nah, they don't pay anyone.
Yeah. Before we fully wrap up the speech recognition thing, I have some software on my computer that runs offline. You can cut the internet connection and it will still work. So it's fully possible. Let's just say at least it's fully possible to do this without an internet connection.
But do we have information whether they're doing it or not?
No, we don't know for sure. But
Why not?
I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt that it's possible.
Of course, it's possible that they're not doing it. They're doing it offline, but. Are they meant to disclose?
Well, let's be honest. Who read the terms and conditions last time they took it?
That's fair.
So it very well could say in big letters that they're gonna do some nasty shit to you.
Yo,
Here we are.
should we quickly touch on the UK streetwear thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah,
And then we'll go to movies and then to Who May Concern, because I want to talk about the Oscars.
yeah.
Because
What do you want to know about the UK streetwear?
all of the questions, I don't know. I'm okay.
I'll give you like a little brief history.
brief history. What's the place of UK streetwear in both hip hop and just in the popular consciousness?
Okay, in hip hop,
makes
that's
sense.
funny.
But what's UK streetwear?
That's a great. question.
Okay, so like,
Ready to-
I've not seen
okay,
anything.
I don't want to say UK streetwear. I just want to say like UK is just like style, right? Okay, so because like, I don't know, in the UK, they've had like these. What's the word? I don't know, phases.
Talk about where you're from.
Me?
What's the-
I'm gonna get into it. Okay, I'm gonna get into it. But like, okay, so cool. In the 60s and 70s, like you had the modern rockers, yeah. Then in the 80s, you had what was it? Like, what they call them, the casuals, where like the Adidas Gazelles, the Diadora.
Do you know like
all that.
Oasis? Now imagine Oasis if they were more fond of tracksuits.
Yeah, shit like that. That was
And-
when they
and
was rocking the
Fred
80s,
Yeah, yeah.
90s. Then in the late 90s, 2000s, you had like Air Max, right? And that completely changed like London streetwear culture.
Yeah.
Like, you know what Jordans are in America? That's Air Max to us. Like, every Londoner has a pair of Air Max or has had a pair of Air Max, right? So there's that. Stone Island's also like intertwined with UK streetwear.
Yeah.
Used to be geography teachers.
Yeah.
And Drake. Same with
The thing is,
Yeah, North Face.
bro,
you
listen,
mentioned that.
it's mad because like none of these rappers were rocking Stone Island. Like, it wasn't a cool thing to US rappers.
I was watching a Vice documentary about I could be wrong, it might be the one about like psychedelic honey or something, and they're going up, he's like going documentary guy, interviewer, reporter, he's going up a mountain with these guys, right? And the Sherpa's got like the North Face Supreme collab, he's got the bag on his back. I thought it was so fucking funny because I know there's some kids like dying about
Dying to have
this,
that shit, yeah,
and this
yeah,
dude
yeah.
is literally using the
rocking
whole bag to go up a mountain, man. Like,
actually using it for what it's
yeah,
meant
for its design purpose, he needs that shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But
I want to see what's the next like stupid shit they can get into the mainstream, like some like
Supreme.
yeah.
They've been putting out some dumb shit, bro. They put out a brick one time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, Supreme already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some dumb shit, bro.
How much was the Supreme brick?
I think it retail for like 30 pound in retail, and then it resells for about like upwards of 70.
So people just seeing what they can get away with. Right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm sure they're thinking like, alright, these kids are gonna buy whatever the fuck we put our name on. So what can we put our name on this
Do you
time?
think? So
they're valuated at $1 billion now, so like they run everything.
If we went to the
So
Supreme
these
shop and
little
started standing around outside, like people would just actually start like queuing.
okay, so little kids,
I'll
right?
just-
And by little kids, I mean like at the current age, adolescents have a huge fascination with streetwear.
Right.
The fascination with streetwear, you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The way all of them are, like they are maybe even bigger sneaker collectors than they're adults really at this point. Good or bad, this thing that is happening now is this like, I don't know how to explain this. Is this just what's it called? The fashion market finding a way to like sell to children, or is this good that wow our kids are having our kids, but like you know what I mean? Adolescents of right now have something to like have artistic expression through.
It's good in the sense that like kids are like, I don't know, when I was like 14, bro, I had no sauce. I had
Same.
no drip.
I was sourceless. I don't know.
I had no sauce. But
Bro,
now these
only
kids-
people with rich parents associate with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like, come
but
on.
even then, like, I don't know. I feel like kids are more conscious.
I had sauce through them, maybe.
Yeah, but they weren't
not
buying you
my
Supreme
own
and shit.
sauce. Yeah, but
Even the
I
kids that
would've
aren't
bought
rich,
myself
even the kids that aren't rich, like they're still aware of like, okay, like this guy has sauce. Let me try and get my own sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Whereas when I was a kid, I didn't care about that.
Yeah.
So I guess that's cool that like kids that kind of have their own sense of style.
and that are more self-conscious about their
Yeah,
looks.
that's cool.
good.
However, like, I just feel like this whole streetwear fashion thing has just become so saturated. Like it's everywhere. Everyone's doing it. It's boring.
I don't
Fucking
think it is
boring.
that cool. Honestly, like fashion's
Yeah.
cool and shit. Like expressing yourself and all the
Yeah.
great things. Like it's a creative outlet. There's a lot of like good
And I
shit
think
about
they're
it.
becoming
But
more self-conscious because of it, don't you think? They're becoming
kids
more
in general?
posturing. Yeah, like kids are learning to act like at a younger and younger age. They're learning to perform for Instagram
Yeah.
at a younger and
oh
younger
yeah,
age.
yeah.
100.
You know what? Because at the end of the day, streetwear is always about a culture. Nowadays, when we're talking about hypebeast street culture, the street culture these 12-year-olds are doing, that's their culture. Instagram.
That is
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Can we talk about hype beast for a second?
Kill them all.
Okay. Yeah, is that the concept?
I'm gonna agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a third.
'Cause they're ruining everything.
They
Like,
murdered it. They murdered Supreme. Prime example. They killed that shit. Supreme was so cool. Supreme was so cool, man. And like, boy, it's dead.
from like 2014
Dead and buried.
onwards,
Yeah,
like, Supreme
dead.
was
Done.
Like,
Finish.
Wow.
And it was so cool.
They're killing
man.
Rap Simmons.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They kill everything Hypebeast. And the thing, do you know what the crazy thing about Hypebeast, yeah, is that you can find something that's new and that they haven't touched, give it 2 years.
Wow.
It's gone. It's done.
Said it like
sad.
locusts, like
yeah.
It's done.
ridiculous. Okay. Should we talk to two things before we do the movie thing finally? Oh no, we'll do a break then the movie thing.
Yeah.
Gucci balaclavas. It's not the balaclava. What is it called? The Gucci
It's like the turtleneck.
turtleneck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gucci turtleneck.
I want to know what you lot think about that before I give my 2 cents.
Same.
Yo, if I
And
was gonna
then,
Google that, what would I Google?
Gucci turtleneck, really. At this point, it's like the biggest thing. Yeah, Gucci or Gucci racist.
I haven't racist. Okay.
Bro, what was your
Yeah,
take on
because
that?
it looks like blackface when someone wears it.
Wow.
Hold on, wait. Gucci turtleneck and then influence of emo rap on not emo rap, on emo rappers fashion on streetwear.
True?
Yo, you gave the scene kid a question.
Yeah,
Yo, with that Gucci turtleneck thing, like, I don't think it's blackface.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It's
Like,
just some
Thank
big
you.
lips. Like,
Oh my god.
like, if
oh,
you-
that's what they were.
Yeah. Come on, let's not act like these
I know,
people have
no.
no reason to be. Okay,
but
I'm gonna let him finish.
let me finish.
I'm gonna let you finish, but let's describe it.
Okay.
This turtleneck, it's not just a turtleneck. It reaches all the way to the mouth, cuts out a part of the mouth, and then it's red on the outline. Like, at no point, are there no niggas in Gucci that were like, maybe. Well,
Wait.
I know you're not trying to be racist.
See,
But,
this is how I know you don't know about fashion.
a word, sorry.
First of all,
Fair enough.
this is a turtleneck.
Check your sauce. That's what you just told me. Yeah.
Fits to the body. Also, it's black. Black is slimming. The design makes sense.
I'm not talking about the fact that it's black. Why the pink
Right, now let me
outline?
get this
And why does
again.
it reach the lips?
Again,
Turtlenecks don't
this is-
reach all the way and then cover and then
This
have a...
is for rich white people. They will wear some mad shit.
You're making a point for the other side, bro. This is for rich white people.
And it's not racist, they're just-
It's a white model that's used to model it. It's not a black girl.
Why
It's
would
not
why would they get a black girl?
Why not?
This ain't for us. They ain't thinking about us.
Yeah,
so-
this clearly is not.
It's not racist. They're just ignorant.
So then there is a basis on the racism thing. Then
It's
if
ignorance.
You're cycling into yourself.
Oh, okay. Fashion as a whole is racist, but you can't say that this design specifically is racist because of that.
Why? I want to say.
By the way, I don't think this is racist. I'm partially playing devil's advocate, but no, I am playing devil's advocate. That's what I'm saying. But you're making it seem like they have no point. I can see why someone can think
that,
this is racist very clearly.
Also, because
the first time I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's stupid." That's always the
that was a dumb thing to.
Yeah, like the
they
coolest
shouldn't
kid in
put
the
that
jungle. Remember that shit? The coolest monkey in the jungle thing. I didn't think that was. I didn't think somebody was
jeez,
actively
that
like,
one-
I hate niggas. I think it's. How do I then know black people to be like, yo, this is a dumb idea?
This one holds more water than that one does.
I was about to say that because the thing is with that one, it's more like clear to see where there's a problem. Yeah, but with this thing here, like, I honestly feel like, were you really like so offended by this?
It's not the offendedness. It's the fact that it's just.
Is that they shouldn't have done it? Okay, because the thing is, yeah.
If this thing came up to you, Eli, Anton, this shit comes up to you on the, I don't know, you have the final say before any clothing comes out in Gucci. They have to give that shit to you. And 12 other niggas, well, 12 other white people. But you're you're the one that worked your way up. No one pointed this out.
I know.
No
I
black
find that
people
weird.
on that chain.
I find that
And
weird.
it's not even like they were like. So one of two things happened. Somebody did point this out and they didn't care because they would like the controversy. In which case, stop feeding Gucci. They're still gonna buy this shit.
Yeah.
And or nobody pointed it out. And then that means there's no black people in Gucci.
I think
I
that's
can't
what it
imagine
means.
seeing this.
I think there's no black people in Gucci.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
that's
I
what
think
it
a
is.
season
But
ago,
that's a
they released
reflection of the
something
racism
even
of this.
worse than this. Like they released like a little like blackface doll. I'm pretty sure, which is like it didn't get big because like no one cared, but like now like because of like PC culture and all that, like people care way more. So this is like blown up. But like it was way worse. If you Google it, you'll find a little like mannequin.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen
like
that.
so bad. Like it's fully a black woman with like the huge
The crazy hair too.
Where you saw it.
Honestly, at this point, yeah, like, do you believe that they were completely oblivious to that? I don't believe that.
Of course not. But that's what I'm saying. People are feeding into it.
But like,
But it is still racist.
maybe they did it intentionally.
But that's a racist thing to do.
No,
to use
I
that
don't
shit
I don't
because
feel
it's
like
the fact
their
that people have
intention.
unfocused racial anger and focus it towards branding.
I don't feel
kind
like
of
their
shit.
intention was to be racist. Maybe their intention was to, I don't know,
Be provocative.
maybe, or to draw attention to the brand. I don't know, but like, all I'm saying is that I don't believe that like they were completely.
So you think the response is out of hand?
No, okay, so I see why people are offended, but like, I don't know. I just feel like as people, we need to stop being so offended over some like fickle, like just minor shit. Like, bro, 21 Savage is locked up right now, man. My boy's locked up.
Oh,
And niggas are talking about blackface.
I know, right?
Man, I don't know, but for real, like, I just feel like
But that was
we shouldn't like feed into things like this. Like, there are so many more important issues in the world. Honestly,
No, they are, but I mean, yeah, there's the issue that in a million years the sun is gonna explode. But like,
I don't mean it like that. I mean,
know what you mean.
yeah,
But come
yeah.
on, man. Like, I do get why.
it's just like
My thing with it is, I wish people didn't react so much. I'm on with you. People shouldn't get so offended. But the reason people should not get offended is not because F their feelings. That's never my point. My point is, stop letting them win.
Exactly.
They're winning by selling this shit to you. This is the,
you
like,
can feel
that's
some
my
type
thing.
of way. Just keep it to yourself, man.
Exactly,
Like,
because the promotion Gucci has gotten for
That's what
I would
I'm
have had no
saying.
idea Gucci has something new if not for this.
that's why I feel like
So
maybe
they
they did it
win.
intentionally. Because like now everybody's trying to click on Gucci. All eyes on Gucci.
It's the Colin Kaepernick
What?
Nike thing.
It's weird, man. But I don't know. Like, it's
I
just
think the
opposite
Colin
way.
Kaepernick Nike thing is horrible. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, because you realize
into it.
they were selling like to both sides. So like they provide the kits for every single NFL team.
Mm.
So like while they're doing that, they're like promoting this whole like anti-NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, we're with
We
Kaepernick.
stand with Cap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but it's
they were
not
just
just-
making money from both sides. Like
No,
they-
that is really like clearly two-faced though.
Yeah,
People
it's
just see
money, man.
I've got a
It's
defense for
business.
Nike on this one.
Come on.
Let's be real. Nike, they're about the sport. They're about the game.
So
The players being political and supporting the institutions which allow the game to be played, it's in their interest to support both. It's just business. They're not exploiting anyone.
Exactly, it's
They're
just
just
business.
doing what they're meant to do.
It's just business.
They don't need to get involved in the politics.
okay.
They just let everyone get on the
But
deadline.
by
but-
making
but-
that ad, they got involved in the politics.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really
That
wish
is
they
a
wouldn't.
political ad.
But okay, how about this? They are getting involved in the politics, but
Okay.
they are getting involved in the politics, allowing everyone to keep on doing what they're doing. They're
Word.
not taking money away from the owners. They're not removing their support for the armed forces. They are showing support for the
true.
person.
It is. It's a political statement that's very empty, and that's part of my issue with it. That's just irritating. But yeah, you're right. Beyond being irritating, it's not harmful.
Also, like, do you honestly think Nike give a fuck?
No,
honestly, they don't give a fuck, fam. Like, listen, what they've done is that, okay, cool. If we stand with this guy, a whole bunch of black people are gonna go and buy Nike.
Bruh, all the people who burn their shit. Oh my god.
No one cares. Get into it, man. Get into it, man.
Yeah, man. 100%. Like, as a corporation, like,
They don't give a
it's not a
fuck.
person. It doesn't have feelings.
They don't give a
It
fuck.
does not give a fuck about any of that. It's just trying to sell you.
Yeah, man.
But the commercialization, this is part of how like reality works. The commercialization of protest itself and the commercialization of anger against the system is part of the system. It's part of how the system functions. People need to protest. It's been accounted for, and so it's not getting angry over that. Also, kind of seems like, yo, at least people are feeling something. You know what I mean? I don't mind. It's the fact where it was always gonna happen like this. Protest eventually becomes like, what's it called? Goth rock became what's the name of that store that
no, Hot Topic.
Hot Topic.
Yeah.
Like, it always happens. Rebellion against the system always integrates into the system because you cannot fight the system from outside. They integrate and it does change things. Let's not forget, it does. You cannot fight the system from outside of it. You need to be within it. It's kind of sad because it almost always corrupts the original rebellion.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can fight the system from within it either.
I think you can, but not fight. I don't mean fight, I mean change. You can change the system within it, but you will change yourself, and the system will change you back. That's what it always happens. Protest has changed things. Protest does matter. Let's not get that twisted. Like, getting angry over stuff does matter. It's just the anger, yes, it will become used by superficial idiots, and like superficial idiots will feed back, and like superficial geniuses will use superficiality for their profit. Profit will be made, but things do change. So it's okay to be angry about Nike's shit. Let them not do this stupid shit again. If they did it for a marketing thing, fine. Nike makes money now. What you can actually do is maybe not Nike, I mean Gucci. Gucci makes money now. If you're actually angry about this, don't buy Gucci again. You know what? Screw Gucci anyway. Everybody has Gucci now, and it's kind of annoying. Gucci's a bit okay. Let me not say screw Gucci because Gucci's not a bad brand, but like,
I don't know what good shit they're doing.
Just don't buy Gucci. Actually, your money is what matters. Your protest matters too because they hear you. They do. They can ignore it a bit, but they do hear you, and it does change.
Black people will never boycott Gucci, though.
We should.
They never
Until
will.
Gucci gives
I'ma
us
tell you
like
now,
half the
they
money
never
we've
will.
given, the black community is giving Gucci back. Stop buying Gucci for 10 seconds.
Let's just remember that. I saw a video the other day.
Yeah.
This drill rapper goes into Harrods, buys a bag, cuts that bag into a mask, wears that mask in a video shoot.
Oh my god.
I don't know, it's just some look. Yeah, I'll go on Link Up TV and see what fuck shit is up today. Like, that's it. As long as rappers want to just flex on some stupid shit like that, all these brands like Gucci, Gucci.
You think
Louis,
rap will ever
Fendi,
get
Prada.
past that? You think rap will ever, just as an art form, mature? Because we are a young art form.
No,
mature past this like
because remember,
Gucci belt shit.
with metal,
Yeah.
hair metal happened, grunge happened. People been dressing like idiots when music is involved for time.
No, but grunge was a rebellion against the aesthetic of you know what I mean, of the hair metal. Like,
But
grunge
by
is
doing
a
that,
bit-
you're creating a whole new thing.
Grunge became pop.
That's true.
Like, we don't know about, like, okay, do you know Bush? Anyone know Bush?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Bush, they're basically a UK attempt at Nirvana.
Wow, that sounds lovely.
You know what? It's all right. Their first album was released on my birthday. It's all right. Glycerine, good tune. But what I'm trying to say is, everything you think is rebellion, like you're saying, it'll get absorbed into the system.
But I'm saying it's okay to be okay with that. I think it's a part of this process. You cannot get angry and lose. You cannot recede into nihilism.
Bro, it's really hard to maintain your punk vibe and also accept that you can't have that.
No,
they're
I'm
really
not
like
saying
counter
be
to
punk.
each other.
I'm saying you cannot.
No.
Nihilism is not the answer to that. Where nothing matters, never be angry about anything. They don't care. We should make them care. The fact that they don't care is the problem. The fact that they can feel like, yeah, we could just use niggas for marketing. That is a problem. Like, black people are not a marketing tool, and black anger is not a marketing tool.
You say that, but a lot of the discourse in hip hop recently has been about Soulja Boy. My man is his own marketing tool. We appreciate our own marketing tools. R. Kelly, why is
I don't mind our own marketing too.
Bro, hold up. R. Kelly, don't.
Yeah,
R. Kelly's
that's
his own
not-
marketing tool.
That's not.
Wait a minute.
R. Kelly's still here. Why? Because we like the publicity.
Bro.
We get no way.
No, can we
All
throw
the way
away R.
through,
Kelly?
All
No.
the way through. That's what I'm trying to say. If R. Kelly wasn't so big, if R. Kelly wasn't something people wanted to look at, every time something came up about him, he would have been out.
Bro,
People liked
you've
it.
been making criminology notes in your marketing books, bro.
So
Right.
Daniel, hold tight,
bar.
Daniel. He's been a long-lasting fan of the show.
Who?
So Daniel,
Yeah,
Hold
shout out to
tight.
Dan.
yeah, shout out to Daniel. But Daniel just said that black anger is a marketing tool,
Damn.
which I agree with. And like this is a prime
No,
example.
I'm saying it shouldn't be. I'm not
But
saying
it is.
Yeah, the reality is that it is. But there are things we could do that could potentially make it not.
I'm
But I
honestly
just
surprised
not get
that-
offended and ignore it. But black people don't want to do that because, especially in this social climate where everybody wants to be a social justice warrior and say this is offensive and that is wrong and this is not okay.
I'm surprised that
So,
anger isn't used more because this is like an angry time.
use more like on the right things.
No, by people to market in like horrible ways. I'm
Right.
surprised people aren't leveraging that as much as they could be.
You think?
No, but they are with like hip hop and all the beefs now. Like beefing is like the new thing.
Yeah.
Beefing is not a new thing, man.
Well, but it's like the main thing now. Like if you're dropping,
But to sell records,
you're
yeah,
gonna have
you're gonna
beef.
start a beef.
Where before, like you actually had beef.
Artificially
Yeah.
make. You're right, because beef nowadays is not real.
No,
beef.
let's not be honest though. Like beef has been artificial for some time. There's been a history of like beef has always been used for marketing. Let's not get that twisted. We always like to think the flaws in hip hop have been there from day one, and it's built into the structure. A lot of hip hop started as battles, so it's built into the structure of that's what we like and that's our affinity for it. It's just it's gotten way worse because now every asshole can drop a song, but that happens with everything. Everything that's worse or great about hip hop has been taken to the upteenth level in the past 10 years. Because of the internet, because trap music is such the way it is, the structure it is, and because hip hop has become the world. So that's fine. It's just it's a natural progression. I don't think we should be angry at that. And yeah, let people beef. Just don't kill each other, please. Stay alive, black people, please. Thank you. I'm playing Blood Orange. Calm down. It's not that deep. We'll be back.
Boom.
Welcome back to Subs Lose Your Mind. So I love that
Yo,
energy.
yo.
Ah, damn, that's the energy I need to approach this weekend.
That's when
with.
I'm about to say some mad shit out. Boom.
Okay,
I'm
sure.
just like, listen.
Hey, boom. I'm listening.
No. I was just letting you know.
Are you just playing? That was a test
Yeah,
run.
that was a test run, innit?
Testing. Check.
Alright, cool.
1, 2.
Welcome back
This
after
is
that nice-
Songs to lose your mind to. Yeah. If you're
Exactly.
listening live,
We
you just heard
energized ourselves.
Goosebumps by Travis Scott. Before that, you heard Blood Orange.
If you're listening on YouTube, you heard a one gap of silence.
Lol. Probably not a long
Between-
gap, hopefully.
Mike,
A one
bad.
gap of
Oh,
silence.
bad.
The one gap, that's good.
Keep
Oh,
it tasteful.
Yeah, I
Um,
appreciate that.
Yo, so did anyone watch the Super Bowl?
Man.
Not at all.
Bullshit.
Damn, no.
Bro,
Damn.
that's when the
Can
21
Maroon
shit.
five
That's when the
retire?
21 shit like just broke.
It was,
out.
yeah, it was.
So everyone's like, "Fuck the Super Bowl."
But-
oh, yo. Speaking of Super Bowl and 21 Savage, did you see the Demi Lovato thing?
No.
You did? Oh, you didn't hear about it. Alright, finish what you're gonna say, then I'll get into that.
No, bro, you gotta paint me this Venn diagram.
Yeah. Oh,
with the
listen,
Demi Lovato in the
listen,
middle.
you're not ready.
Destroyed.
Boy, listen, when I say they lit her ass up on Twitter,
What do you
oh
mean?
lord.
What happened?
So basically,
One slight thing about it.
so basically, the 21 Savage thing was happening, yeah.
Okay.
So like the whole world was just laughing at the situation, making all these memes. There was like one coming every minute. So Demi Lovato must have like quote tweeted one, and I say, oh, like yeah, like this is funny. And then she said that she tweeted that, oh, like I'm more interested in the 21 Savage memes than like the Super Bowl or some shit like that. And everybody's like, wait a minute, like, bitch, don't you smoke crack? Like, they listen. It like, and she was just receiving abuse from every angle possible. Like the memes they were making about her were even better than 21 memes. They were
Damn.
fucking
I didn't see
hilarious.
any of her memes. I just
Oh,
saw that
nah,
tweet.
I'll send you some.
I
Oh
saw,
lord.
I saw one that was like everybody in the world saw her 21 Savage, Demi Lovato high or something like that, and it was like the whole world just flooded her with hate. And I was like, oh, that's I love that.
She
Nigga.
fucking deleted her Twitter.
Yo, yeah, she
Yes.
did it. She was
Wow, it
like,
got
she was
that
like,
deep.
yeah, she was like, oh,
Why is it from?
this is why I don't use
on Twitter?
Twitter.
I feel like part of crack rehab should be leaving
Should
all
be-
social media.
That should be
Right,
everyone's
yeah,
rehab
so
for
that-
life.
Especially, yeah,
on the real.
especially if
But,
you're a
like, especially if you,
celebrity.
like, used to smoke crack, which Demi Lovato used to smoke crack, right? Am I
think
wrong?
she did
Yeah, I
heroin,
can't blame her.
didn't she?
I guess
Was
like
it
that.
heroin?
It was heroin. Yeah, she used to shoot heroin. Yeah.
Yeah, am I spiking with the bottle too much? I'm playing with stuff.
Disney's nuts.
Huh?
Disney.
Yeah, Disney.
Coming out
Listen,
with
listen,
What a machine,
listen.
bro.
Someone needs to make a documentary about this. How like
Actually, kind
Oh,
of.
yeah.
how just child stars go crazy. Like I swear, bro, it's one like
There's
every
mass
year,
amounts of
fam.
sexual assault on them.
Yeah.
Bro, look at
Yeah,
Orlando Brown. Look at Orlando Brown. Like you know, everybody thought he was a cracker. You know that guy's actually like crazy.
Yeah.
He's actually not alright. That guy. But like,
They,
but everybody's just laughing at him.
You know,
'cause
it's gonna come out in like 10 years or something.
Yeah.
All these accusations are gonna come out.
Soon.
So it's
Those
just
accusations already come out. Shout out to Brett Ratner, so director of X-Men 1 and X-Men 2. Not X-Men 3, but also director of Days of Future Past. Brett Ratner is alleged child molester for the kids that worked on X-Men and on other stuff. The allegations are already coming out, and it's some horrible shit.
But see,
and
Brett
Ratner's not even a good enough filmmaker to pull it off, because Brett Ratner's a hack. And I don't want to be a dick. If you actually watch the X-Men movies, that guy directs it like a soap opera. The directing and camera work is so boring. Which that's a pet peeve.
It takes like 12 years to come out. All of these things, you know. So
Yeah, it's
that's
ridiculous.
what I'm saying down the line.
And he's still allowed to make movies.
Yeah,
New
yeah.
movie, Bohemian Rhapsody. It's like losing all its awards and stuff.
Yeah, because of all that shit, right? Yeah.
It
I
got
heard
like
about it.
taken down a couple of like.
Because of who?
Because of
Speaking of which,
him
smooth
being
transition. Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, is nominated for an Oscar, and people are mad that Black Panther is there. Bohemian Rhapsody is one of the worst movies of last year, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, am I too loud?
No. You need to get into
I
it.
need to get into my. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Let's do that rant again. Bohemian Rhapsody, directed by Brett Ratner, I think, is it? Yeah, is nominated for one of the best films of the year by the Oscars. So they missed out. Wow, so many. They missed out Suspiria.
You were going on about Widows when it came
Yo,
out.
They missed out Widows.
What's the one in black and white? Roma. Yeah,
That's the only one that deserves Best Picture in it.
Did it get nominated?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
No, Roma is an amazing movie. That movie
I've
is
heard-
Alfonso
yeah.
Cuarón's masterpiece. It's just, it's chocolate. The whole movie is shot so impeccably. That man has such an eye. It's awe-inspiring. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
It's not gonna win.
beautiful. Probably not, because, okay, so we had a conversation about this.
Yeah.
There was a whole thing about Black Panther being nominated for an Oscar. And they said, they'll give it to Black Panther because it's the black movie, blah, 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 blah. And, like, it's not the movie that deserves the Oscar. Let's talk about the Oscars for a minute. The Oscars almost never, ever picks out the best movie of the year. Never. That's not what they set out to do even, I don't think. The Oscar is a bunch of Hollywood elites going, this is what Hollywood respects at the moment. And it reflects whoever is in the Oscar voting party. Who is in the Oscar voting party, you may ask? Actors. 80% of them are actors. The rest of them is like Meatloaf. Meatloaf is part of the Oscar voting category, which is weird. Like musicians, cinematographers, things like that. Directors. But most of them are actors. And what do they like to see? They like to see actors act. And that's what's it called? That's what almost always wins the Oscar. Sometimes it coincides with the best movie. Like Birdman is one of the best movies of the year 2014. I'm not mad that it won that Oscar because that movie is directed impeccably. But the reason they won the Oscar is because the acting in that movie was fucking phenomenal. So the best actor category always gets nominated for the Oscar. Now, what is Black Panther? Over the years, the Oscars have been losing viewers. No one is watching this shit. No one cares about Hollywood anymore. No one cares about the Oscars that much. No, I'm not saying no one. There's still millions of viewers, but not the same. People don't tune into it like when it was 1980s.
Yeah,
Crash won the Oscars. Yeah. People were like, okay, miss me with this shit.
I think that's more probably just because of the internet,
Yeah,
though.
partially.
Than people really boycott.
And the Oscars refuses to stream it on the internet and on Netflix because all of the directors and producers in the Oscars have a problem with streaming.
Still. People talk about that shit.
They talk about it, but it's not the same.
Like it's real.
No, but their viewership, like statistically, has been going down.
Okay.
It's been huge because it's on cable. When last did you watch the full Oscars?
Never, bro. I actually never. I don't know.
Anyone here?
I don't remember.
Nah, never. I've done it once.
Just sit through the whole
I
thing.
think it was like Channel 4. I shouldn't have been up. It was stupidly long. I didn't need to do that to myself.
Exactly. Now, I have watched the full Oscars, but I am a movie nerd. Like, I like movies more than most human beings, which is what it is. But most people don't watch the Oscars, but people used to. The Oscars used to be a whole thing. It used to be a family event. Now it's boring, and they always put like on funny comedians, and they always not on funny comedians, but funny comedians doing unfunny material. Whatever, it doesn't matter. What Black Panther is, let me get to my point. The Oscars has been called outdated for a long time. They were called outdated by Will Smith's wife, and that was a huge thing.
Will Smith's wife?
Yeah. What's that name? Jada Pinkett.
Pinkett Smith.
Remember that thing?
That was like Oscar.
It was a huge thing. It took a huge blow to the Oscars, I think.
And when was this?
They were called out for not being. They didn't nominate The Dark Knight. They were called out for not being able to foreshadow something important. The only thing they really nominated that's fantasy is like Lord of the Rings, and they had to nominate the second one because they were blind to the first one. But I don't love the Lord of the Rings movies, but I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I'm not smart enough for those movies. But it is what it is. Black Panther is them going, okay, we see your comic book shit, have a nomination. Black Panther was going to be, if Black Panther didn't come out this year, Infinity War would have been nominated. They were going to nominate a comic book movie.
Yeah.
It just happened to also be the black one.
I see what you mean.
So, and you know what? It was the black one that meant a lot.
I see.
Because Black Panther wasn't, I don't love that movie, but I get it. I get why people, because Americans don't see black people as rich. They don't see black rich characters. They don't see black technology characters. They don't see black Iron Men. That shit is weird. In fact, who does really?
No, yeah.
Once in a while, like we get like.
I'm actually trying really hard to think of.
You know what I mean?
The closest.
No, but at least British characters have like cool black nerds. I would say few and far between. They have like a little bit of depth.
What do you say British?
I mean, not British. Foreign movies
right.
will have like different colors and like they make it a point, especially indie films. But most people don't watch indie films, so. People that don't watch indie films or blaxploitation films like me, which are fucking amazing. Everybody check out blaxploitation, everything. But if you don't watch them, you don't have any reputation of someone that's cool and black who's not the comedian.
Yeah, you know what's the crazy? Yeah, if there's a black character in a show or media or whatever, if they're cool, mostly like they're the nerdy character or whatever.
Exactly.
If they're like a good guy or whatever,
they need to be somehow unoffensive.
That's crazy.
This is the character that threatens Captain America. Disney know what they're doing. The writing in this movie is. Okay, so the writing in this movie is not great for dialogue, but it's impeccable for theme. Impeccable because they.
What film? Sorry. What film?
Black Panther.
Black Panther, yeah.
That's why it's nominated for an Oscar because it connected. The dialogue is not great, but the themes they hit across are perfect.
Oh, good, yeah.
Every it's just because they play their hearts like.
You know what's unfortunate about that? It's encased in this like superhero movie luggage. Unfortunately, I feel like the formula is stale, and if it didn't have those things that you're tired of, or I'm tired of.
The reason, do you know why it has that? It was written and made by a talented director. The problem is, it still got Disney-fied, so it's still the stupid shit. There's still the fact that a lot of the fight scenes look like ass, which wasn't the guy's fault.
Well, that is kind of questionable. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, but
they didn't pay somebody
that's
or
fine.
something.
Yeah, they didn't get the right budget for the CGI. Whatever. But that's not even it. It's cased in also the Disney corniness. Like Disney has, people should be scared. This is on a side note, more important than the Oscars. Every movie, think about all the movies you've seen in the cinemas the past year. If you're not like a movie nerd, just a casual moviegoer, what has not been from Disney? Star Wars is owned by Disney.
I feel like
Avengers
that's if
is
you
owned
like
by Disney.
fantasy.
This is scary because Disney has an aesthetic and all films are starting to look like it. If you know what you're looking for, films are starting to become boring.
Yeah.
If you don't listen... Say again?
No doubt, man.
Yo, here's what I'll tell you. All the films I've seen, I think the last film I saw that wasn't Disney was Get Out. And before then, I think it might have been Batman The Dark Knight Rises.
Exactly. Who is their competition now? Warner Brothers doesn't have Harry Potter anymore. Like, let's be honest, blockbusters matter because blockbusters is what people that are not like me are seeing, which is fine. There's a lot of people that are not like me.
Blockbusters like cinema.
Because they're not watching. They're not watching.
There's animated things that's not Pixar, but that's like it.
Where? What? Okay,
like
Spider-Man.
The
Sunny thing is under Disney.
The Sunny thing.
The Spider-Man movie. Disney owns part of that because Sony has this weird relationship with Disney.
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. They do. No. I don't think it applies to. I don't think it applies to.
Okay.
Sam,
that
Lego Movie and Minions.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so. What we have left is Disney and then the Minions. Okay, Lego movies are great, but that's because like. Somehow, the animation department of Warner Brothers is fantastic. The live action department needs to get their shit together because everything they're producing is total garbage. If you like Wonder Woman, I apologize, but no, that movie is not a good movie. I'm sorry, I don't want to be that guy. It's like Black Panther. Wonder Woman, I'm surprised that one didn't get the Oscar first. Because Wonder Woman plays the hearts and it works because if you're a woman, that is a really empowering perspective. I can see it. The problem is, if you're not a woman, you have a little bit of objectivity to it. And if you're not a woman, or even if you are a woman, you can have a little bit of objectivity to it and look at the actual filmmaking. The filmmaking is boring. It is what it is. The writing is boring. The dialogue is weird, but it's fine. It picks at the right themes, and that's important. So it's the same, but like, apart from that, everything live action that Warner Brothers has created is trash. And then there's Sony. Sony can't get its shit together.
What are you saying
so
about
it's the
that?
same thing. Like Sony has like
Wait, Sam.
the animation department is fantastic.
Sony.
Yeah, Sony.
Is this Sony?
Sony
Sorry.
rhymes with Boney.
Okay, Sony's animation department is fantastic. Their live action is Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. So I'm excited to see where they
I
go.
didn't
And
know what
Venom.
happened
Did
there.
anyone see that movie? The whole of America
I
did.
just watched Venom.
God.
Yeah, the
Oh
whole
God!
of
Wait,
America
wait.
did.
Please tell us about Venom. Honest opinion. Do you have any like?
It's actually a fun movie. Like, it's alright.
Right, get out.
Yeah, well, there's
out,
two
leave.
different opinions here. That's fine. Okay,
Someone else said that to me the other day, and I got a little bit upset. I'm not gonna
The
lie.
worst part of Venom is that Eminem song.
Yeah.
Venom.
It was so funny.
Bro.
It was such a funny song.
Honestly, yeah. At the end of the film, when that song started playing, it felt like a kick in the balls. I was like, is that it? And then that song started playing. I was like, no.
I started listening to it as a joke.
Yeah.
Then I started
It's like
to
stuck in your head.
I was like,
Oh.
Okay, so a quick to who you
it's
could.
funny as fuck, though.
It is.
What's that?
It's crazy.
What are the? Can someone Google the Oscar picks? Well, actually, so we know Black Panther, Black Klansman, The Green Book. Off the top of my head, Roma. I think there's one more.
I don't know.
Can someone Google it quick?
Can we make our own list?
Best film.
Yeah, the best film.
What was
the
your
one that
last
deserves to win it
favorite
is
film
Roma,
last
but
year?
that's not the one that's gonna win it. I think the one that's
Upgrades.
gonna win it is either gonna be Black Panther or not the Green Book. It's not gonna be Roma. What's the name of that movie? Black Klansman, because
I thought that film was.
Actually a good film.
it is a
I
good
didn't
film.
even
I
enjoy
love
that
that
film.
movie, but it's not the best movie of the year. It's not the best movie in that category. However, the Oscars have owed Spike Lee an Oscar for a while. Facts.
True.
They
Vice is
That's
also on
very
the
true.
list.
they removed it from Do the Right Thing. The 25th Hour should have won Oscar. Like,
Oh, the
Spike Lee
25th
has-
hour is
Vice
crazy.
and
25th Hour is an amazing.
Vice and the
movie.
Star Was Born. What are the two ones?
Say again?
Vice and the Star Was Born. What are
Vice and the Star Was Born. So, okay, so this is the official list: Black
Shout out
Panther,
Daniel.
Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite. The Favorite is actually a really good movie, but it's not. It's very weird, and I hope it wins. It's actually it's like really, really funny. It's made by the guy who, if you've seen The Lobster or The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Oh, The
Anyone
Lobster's
know?
sick. Yeah.
Yeah, watch all of those movies. His name is Yorgos Lanthimos, I think. Very good director. The Favorite, The Green Book, Roma, A Star Is Born, and Vice. A Star Is Born has great music. It should win Best Music. I don't know if that's the best music category, but yeah, soundtrack for A Star Is Born is pretty great.
Well, I
I've
think
heard.
Kendrick's gonna get the soundtrack one though. 'cause
Kendrick.
For Black Panther, he
Yeah,
should,
yeah.
but they're not nominated for that, are they?
I don't know.
I
I
don't-
think they are because like Kendrick is gonna like I think this like year he's gonna sweep at like the Grammys and the Oscars
Yeah.
for like all the soundtrack stuff he did.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. That'd be cool. I did see a lot of like hip hop soundtracks, or it's sort of like mixed into soundtracks, like low key. It's very interesting
So
to
what
see.
was your favorite movie of last year? Before I give mine. And then that will be my quick recommendation. Because I don't have a song recommendation this week. I have a movie recommendation.
Okay.
And I want to gush over it. But please.
Wait,
favorite
movies
of
that came out
off the
last
top.
year
Yeah,
or movies we saw last year?
both. No, movies that came out last year. Movies that came out
Oh,
last year.
I didn't watch too many new movies. I really got into French New Wave, so I got really into like Godard and all those old movies. So I've been watching a lot of like Band of Outsiders, Breathless, Weekend. Weekend by Godard. I think that's my favorite movie that I watched last year.
Okay. Everyone wants to step up.
I'm still thinking.
Okay, so just to have a complete tone shift, mine's on Netflix. Okay, the Sense8 finale is a film, and that film works so well. Sense8.
It's okay.
Go watch
it's
it.
kind of anticlimactic.
Gonna say any more than that, or just
No, just go watch it. Sense8 6.
How do I spell it?
The problem, you need to know Sense8 the show to watch the show. So watch the show first to watch this movie. Yeah, because
Sense8.
they canceled the show, but they're like, okay, you can make a movie and just tie up the loose ends. And then they it was not a bad movie for what they had made them do, but like Sense8 deserved better than that, man. That show should have continued.
Oh, I don't know the show.
It's a good show. It's a show about sexual identity, about power dynamics, about empathy. And
Well,
telepathy.
what did you like about the movie?
No, I didn't
Just-
watch that many movies. It's the only movie I saw and I liked it.
Okay. Anyone else?
Literally, I'm literally thinking now. All the films I saw that came out last year, I didn't like.
Damn.
Okay, well,
I thought they were like some of them were like Black Panther. I thought was a good film, but like, did I like it? No, because I don't really like superhero films. Like, I think they're so boring.
Yeah.
But even in regards to other films, like Black Klansman, I thought that film wasn't great.
Okay. I really like.
I felt very underwhelmed by that film.
Okay.
So like, I don't feel I have a favorite of last year because I thought a lot of them were bad. That being said, I've heard from so many different people that Roma is really good.
Roma's awesome.
So I'm planning on watching
Genuinely watch that movie. That movie is like, wow, this man's whole career has been. If you're not a Alfonso Cuarón fan, he directed one of the Harry Potter movies, the best Harry Potter movie. He directed
the fuck, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yes.
Yo.
The best Harry Potter movie.
Okay.
He directed
Children of
Men. If you've seen that.
Oh yeah, that's a great film.
Yeah,
that's a great film.
Children of Men is fantastic. I haven't seen Gravity.
Yo, Prisoner of Azkaban, like, even like when I was a kid, that stood out in the series as being like, yo, that was like particularly weird.
Yeah.
That film
has a lot of
like
personality.
rewatched that, but yeah.
He's a
I think it's the first film where it starts to get kind of dark as well.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, this is like,
because they start that aesthetic from there.
yeah.
It defines the rest of the movie with one movie.
Crazy.
It's really good.
Yeah,
But,
I got a movie from last year, by the way,
please
that
go.
I actually like enjoyed, because everyone else is like, it's not impressed, man.
Yo, like, what's your favorite movie of last year, nigga? Like, yeah, you didn't like the movie last year.
I honestly don't have one.
So bad.
Honestly don't have one.
There's a film called Upgrade, which is like a bit of an indie film. I don't know. I think it was in the cinema, maybe.
Yeah.
About this dude who gets like an implant. He's like paralyzed, gets an implant so he can move around and stuff. But it's like AI powered, and sort of leads to hijinks in a horror way. If you've seen Ex Machina, it might be the same director. I'm not sure, but it's the same vibe as that film.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a good film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you know what was actually really fun last year? Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
That was good. I enjoyed
I
that.
think visually it was like
movie.
fun to look at.
I
But
think it was like a fun movie to watch. Like if you're bored and you just want to watch a good movie, like that.
yeah, first that was literally the situation I watched
What a
in.
description. It will pass the time. I don't know why people would like. That's interesting.
I did enjoy the video game references though, actually.
Yeah.
Because I can't
They
lie.
make you tingle.
They did.
That's
I was
good.
like, oh, that's really
Steven
Street
Spielberg directed
Fighter.
it. It can be trash. Like, I'm sure it wasn't a bad. I haven't seen it, but I didn't hear great things. But like, Steven Spielberg has never made. Okay, that's not true. But there's only so bad a movie Steven Spielberg can make. There's only so bad a movie Steven Spielberg can make, in my opinion. Like, he's just a director. Like, that man will be a director till he dies. He's one of the best. So yeah, I wish he made something better last year, but it's okay. He'll make something great soon. It's like clockwork. So The Phantom Thread was good, from what I've heard. I need to watch that movie. I haven't seen it. It's been hard to get. Everything comes out so late in the UK. There's not a huge film culture
That's
here.
a shame.
But the movie I finally got to see is the movie I've been excited for. So I'm a huge fan of Gaspar Noé, or No Way. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm just gonna say Gaspar Noé. And Gaspar Noé is the director of Love, if you've seen that movie, or if you've seen the movie that A$AP Rocky based this video on, this LSD.
Enter the Void.
Yeah. So Gaspar
That's based on a movie?
Yeah, it's directed. Directed
Yeah.
Enter the Void.
You know, also, he did, the All of the Lights video, Kanye West.
Did
He co-produced that with Hype Williams.
That's a good
Yeah,
video.
it's really cool.
Wait, are you seen Annihilation?
I haven't.
That came out last year, I think. That was a good film. That's what Enter the Void sounds like when you said that.
Annihilation. Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Tricky word.
Yeah, that I've actually I watched it the first time. I was like, yo, what the? Because I watched it like after like went out, and there's like an after party, and then we started watching the film. We're like, yo, let's watch this, and it was like, yo, that was a trip. And I went to sleep, and I had to watch it again because it was like, what did I? What was? Well, yeah, I just didn't even know what I just watched, but it's genuinely a good film.
Mad.
So Gaspar Noé directed a movie last year, and I was gonna give it to Widows, because Widows is a great movie. Please watch that movie.
Yeah, you were really ranting about it.
Yeah, I love it. It's such an empathetic movie. It's a movie that treats every character with like love and respect.
But you're not allowed to
even
talk
though
about
they're
it because
pieces
it's not
of
your
shit.
favorite movie.
Exactly. So I'm gonna move on to what my actual favorite movie is. Thank you for keeping me on track. The movie is called Climax by Gaspar Noé, and this movie is an experience. I heard it first from Your Movie Sucks. He ranted and raved about this movie, and I was like, okay, I need to see this. Like,
Yo, Sam, is that the one with the chick with blades for legs?
no.
Yo, what?
No, in I swear,
No.
one of the dancers is the chick in Kingsman. I swear she's in that.
Maybe. But okay, so it's a movie about dance. It's a movie about dance. It's a movie about drugs. A movie about lust, and it works all this. So this is the plot of the movie. Very, very baseline. A bunch of dancers somewhere in the mountains of God knows where complete a performance, and then in the after party of the performance, someone spikes their sangria with acid. The movie is the bad trip that all of them experience, but you don't see what they see. You just see them act out the experience.
What film was this?
But it's called Climax by Gaspar Noé, and
okay.
the movie looks like a bad trip without actually showing you hallucinations. The movie uses lighting and blocking and dance and choreography, and the dancing in this is so beautiful. The camera dances with each dancer. There's shots in this movie that follow dancers, 15 of them, round the room dancing differently for 15 minutes. A 15-minute one take, and it's all one gliding motion. The camera is always moving. It is insane. The editing in this movie is gorgeous. The lighting in this movie, there's parts where a character is, first of all, there's a child in this movie, and if you want to see a child in a horror movie done well, this is how you do it in a horror movie, because it is terrifying. This movie is effective. The horror movies normally don't. I'm not a person that's easily frightened, but Jesus Christ, what a movie. This movie feels like you are in this situation. There's a part where all of them get angry, and all of a sudden, just out of a pure jokey vibe on being on a bad acid trip, being on a bad mood, and all of them just collectively feeding off each other's energy, they throw someone out to die in the snow. Like a bit of a spoiler, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
That's I know. But okay, fine. But it is. All I will say is it's gorgeous.
It sounds good. That
It
camera,
is
that camera
stunning.
stuff you're talking about, the one takes. You know how they did that?
I have no idea. And my first thought was, okay, it's handheld, but it's so smooth.
Yeah.
It feels like the camera is dancing with them. It is insane. I don't know how to explain this.
Daniel just said, "Wow, he spoiled it."
Yeah, I
Raw.
did.
Damn.
I did. But it's an early thing in the movie. I think it's even in the trailer. It's fine. Like, it's the
Okay.
first shot of the movie that someone's in
Bro,
the snow.
but he pre-booked his ticket, fam. He wants his money back.
Word.
Yeah, Daniel's upset.
It's not that much of a spoiler. There's
Yo,
worse things
imagine-
that happen. I've not said the whole movie.
Imagine
But the movie's pretty.
booking tickets for the cinema before you go. That's crazy.
Well,
How
okay.
are you?
I was like, okay, I don't know what to say to that. Yeah, you can book online, bro. What's the problem?
Why though?
Why not? If you know the movie's gonna be sold out, dates, cash every day, catch you with rates. This is still a hip hop show. No, okay, watch Gaspar Noé's Love. That movie is art. That's all I can say. And it gets all of the recommendation. The movie's chocolate, and it'll actually affect you. Movies are supposed to affect you. They're not supposed to be things to turn off your brain to. You're supposed to feel. It's a microcosm of what your actual reality could be. And so it's tragedy. You know, the beauty of tragedy is you play out pain. That's what a movie's supposed to feel like. You're playing out a character's pain because you feel like you could be that character. There's empathy there. This camera is empathetic. And it's good. And also, if you like voguing, the voguing in this movie is fabulous. The dancing in this movie is insane. And there's so many death drops, and they all look amazing. And the camera drops with them because, of course, it does. Because Gaspar Noé just has swag. I love his movies. Apart from Love, which is a really weird movie, but that's whatever. We'll talk about it later. And I think that's the end of the show. Yeah.
That was a gush, bro.
Main concern?
Jesus, was that too much?
That was a gush.
Was
Nah,
that
it's
too
cool,
much? Was that
bro.
weird? I like.
That was calm.
Okay.
Do you know what it was?
Go.
You were talking about climax, and I think he climaxed.
Wow.
Hey,
It's gross. I did not
yo,
climax.
bring it home, take it in,
Like,
bring it
no,
in.
That's not how we should end the show.
You guys you just don't appreciate puns.
I really don't. Puns are the lowest form of wit. They say it's sarcasm, but I disagree. I hate puns. I hate puns a lot. But
No,
it's alright.
sarcasm definitely is the lowest form of word.
I don't know, man. Puns
No,
are so
puns do require like a level of
cognition.
word. Yeah.
So does sarcasm.
No, saying like what I said back at me in a sassy tone.
No,
is
I mean
not.
good sarcasm. There's like sarcasm where they're like you add layers to what the person should have said. Like you add layers to the joke. If somebody like touches something hot, right? Okay, so we're all cooking, right?
Okay.
And this person, they see the fire and the pot is hot. The person picks up the hot and then drops it like, ouch. And then you go, oh, careful, it's hot. You've added to that experience.
No, no.
And that's... That is hilarious.
No, it's not funny.
That is hilarious.
The difference between sarcasm people like yourself and pun people like me, we just drop it and leave.
Pun people, can you imagine?
Yeah.
This is why sarcasm is better. We don't describe ourselves as sarcasm people.
Yeah, but if I burnt myself, if I just gave myself them young second-degree burns and you said careful, that's how
Not second-degree burns.
I don't know, bro.
Like, bro, you come on. Don't be so dramatic. Don't be so light, bro. If you touch the pot and you put it down, you'll be fine.
Yo, should we do a
To whom you may concern, and then we end it.
Yeah,
that works. Okay, go. Afahad. I feel like I'm locked in.
I mean, it's not even a have one. This is. I wanted to shift the topic.
Ouch.
No. I feel like it's just that just to keep people interested, just keep it.
Facts.
But I don't know. I guess I want people to listen to new music, innit? So alright, boom, yeah. So obviously, people. They don't really listen to house like that nowadays, yeah. But like, I want everybody to check out this one house song. So okay, you know how we were talking about instrumentals, right? Just appreciate like just the construction of this song. Like it's really well put together.
Drop the name.
It's called And the Beat Goes On by DMS. Like you're gonna have to listen to it on YouTube because like it's a very rare song. Like a lot of house music just came out on vinyl, but yeah, like. The beats itself and like the sounds used were just so like special and like sweet on the ear. So like, I feel like everybody should check that out. Might like it.
Nice. Say the name one more time because like
DMS and the beat goes on.
Nice.
Check that out on YouTube because it won't be Apple Music, Spotify, and nowhere else.
Cool.
I mean, Earth Gang dropped a new track, To Whom It May Concern.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear
with
that.
Young Thug, and it's dope. Young Thug is great on it as usual, and yeah, Young Thug is a guide. So yeah, have a good.
Shout out to Thugger.
That's I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, if anyone else has any shout outs, then
Oh, and also I've listened to Satellite Flight by Kid Cudi a little bit.
That's a good album.
It's good.
Is it? It's a flawed album, man. It's very.
I mean, it's not perfect. It's a
there's
good album.
moments of greatness on it. Like Too Bad I Have to Destroy You Now is a great song to me. That song is really, really dope. But some of it is just like you could see what he's going for, and when he finally does it on Kids See Ghosts, it works. But you can see the seeds of greatness on that album on Satellite Flight.
I would disagree on one part. I agree most of it, but I think Kids See Ghosts is Speeding Bullet to Heaven done well. I don't think it's Satellite Flight done well.
No.
What? Sorry. What was the point again?
I didn't say it. I don't. No, that's not what I mean. I said ideas he takes inside. Ideas he starts to play with in Satellite Flights. You can see it in the production, in the beats he helped produce in Kids See Ghosts. Some of the drum patterns, I think. Some of the, and I don't mean like the literal aesthetic. I mean just some of the musical ideas. There are musical ideas I have heard again in a Kids See Ghosts song, and some of them. Similar harmonies, you know what I mean? Like that, you can see it start to work here.
Did you ever listen to the Wizard album?
No.
Kid Cudi that has like Teleport to Me Too, Jamie. That's such a good song.
Yeah, I love that song.
That's like his best song ever, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, that's not the best song ever.
No.
Kid Cudi's like my favorite rapper. I've listened to everything he's dropped.
Reborn is his best song.
Wait, what song?
Reborn.
I feel like Sky My Fool's his best song.
That is a banger.
Sky My Fool is amazing. Amazing. From the production to him, oh wow, it's amazing.
I got one more, Maniac off and on the Moon too.
That's a good one.
Like
even Mr. Rager, do you know what I mean?
That is crazy.
Mr. Rager, I think, is one of his best songs ever as well.
Because the whole Man on the Moon like series, the first two, like that's his best work.
Yeah,
100%.
by far.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Cudi. My Speeding Bullet is
Speeding Bullet?
So
that song was trash. I haven't heard it.
It has like 2 good
that's
songs.
the only thing I've heard about that.
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Don't listen to it like it's a rap album.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but what does that mean? Like,
Yeah, what does that mean?
Okay, so
rap.
Right, so you know when we were talking about how like when you're listening to metal, you gotta like come at it a certain way. You gotta be open. If you're listening to,
But if he made a good metal album, people would have said that.
yeah, but it was listed under rap on iTunes. People clicked on that album. The first thing they thought about that album is it's going to be Kid Cudi spitting. They got Kid Cudi just Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, it's literally the Nirvana.
Yeah, like it's pretty well done. I'm not gonna lie, but if you want him spitting bars, you're gonna be pissed off.
Word. Okay.
That's what it is.
Anyone else have a To Whom It May Concern? Oh yeah, should I explain that segment a little bit to you? So it's like it's very specific things that whoever is listening that has that specific taste as you will enjoy this. Like, so that's why mine is mostly always film oriented or TV show shit.
Oh wait, you can do movies?
Sure.
All right, I would recommend Godard's Jean-Luc Godard, French New Wave, Weekend. So it's like a movie. It's got minimal plot, but it follows this couple who are going out to like kill their parents to like inherit their money. It's like it has like a lot of like takes about the bourgeoisie and like communism and like a lot of what was going on like at the time in the 60s. Like it's a great film. Like if you want to listen to just like
what's it called again?
Weekend. Jean-Luc Godard. It's in French though, so you have to read subtitles. That's like the only real problem.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool, man.
Culture Club, Blue Room Mafia. It's just a fucking good track, mate.
What song?
Culture Club.
By who?
Blue Room Mafia.
Blue Room Mafia. Okay.
Yeah, they're actually class.
Yeah. What type of music? Like, what type of genre is it?
It's grime.
Grime. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they from Birmingham?
Yeah.
Yeah, I vaguely know some man who knows some man.
Yeah, man.
Okay. When did it come out?
I don't know. They've just been popping recently.
Yeah.
Listen to Culture Club. Just listen to like some of their stuff.
Culture Club.
Yeah, that's
Check
so
that out,
cool.
man.
That's so cool to like hear something come back around. You hear people like tell you about it and then kind of got it from some like the internet, I guess. That's dope.
Well, on that note, we have to say good night. We've had a great conversation. I think.
Or good morning.
Oh boy. Yes, or that. So yeah, it took me off a bit. This has been Songs Lose Your Mind too. It's been a pleasure hosting all of you. I hope you had a great time. I hope the listeners had a great time. I hope I didn't rant for too long, and if I did, I hope you enjoyed the rant.
That's it, man.
Peace.
Peace. To every crease in your brain, my nigga.